The schedule for today, as you could have seen that, or as you had seen that once more here for your pleasure, at 10 o'clock. So right now at 10 in the morning, Central Summer European time, we got Lazer Cats versus Viperio. It is from Groups A losers matchup that we'll be watching here, and the second matchup will be Group B's losers matchup, Aurora Youngbloods versus Alternate Attacks. So that's what we're going to be doing today right here, and of course then later on it's going to be the winners matches, but more about that later. And here is Group A, yesterday's performances. Of course, one win. Were able to win their series, so they're going up against Ents Academy, and then Lazer Cats and Viperio facing off in the lower bracket, aka the losers match. The decider yet to be played, or yet to be known who is going to be there or not. Of course, Group B yesterday ended up going 2-0 for Sangle and 2-0 for Alternate Attacks. I'm sure there is a... I'm not sure if that's a mistake or not. I'm pretty sure Alternate Attacks did lose, so they are playing against Aurora Youngbloods today. Group C hasn't yet been played. It will be played tomorrow, and of course, Sampi versus Nom, Ruby versus Yano, and then we have Group D, the final one here. It is 500 versus Esmaga B, and Secret versus Illuminar. Those are the matchups, those are the current standings. As I said, we have elimination matchups for today already from Group B and A. And honestly, it's gonna get a little bit nasty here, because now it's all eyes on these matchups. Whoever loses here is out. They lose the chance to go to the playoffs, to the group stage, aka the Swiss stage, and potentially into the playoffs, where they will be gathering points and, of course, potential spots for the global finals next year. Already, of course, starting early. In any case, as I said, we're starting off with Lazer Cats versus Viperio. So let's take an overview of these two teams. As we've got Lazer Cats from yesterday, the Ukrainian squad that had done relatively okay, but kind of lacked a little bit of structure. We can see the lineup here: Toxic, Temple, Yaboku, Somnium, and Wonderful Y. Those are the 5 representing the team of Lazer Cats. Young players that, of course, not yet as experienced on the big tourneys. Monarch will be their coach, also from the Ukraine. And on the other side, the team they'll be facing off against, the team that, of course, we also watched yesterday, will be Viperio, the UK organization that's holding or fielding the roster of Zodi, Scrimo, Mango, Bandito, and Uppe. With, I believe, I gotta double check real fast just to make sure, but I believe it is Pap that is the coach of said team. With that being mentioned, let's take a look at the veto. Let's see which maps have been chosen, which maps will be played. And as far as I can tell, they are going to be pretty straight up. Mirage and Overpass both banned. Inferno first pick for Viperio makes sense. Nuke second pick, this time for Lazer Cats. Anubis removed, possibly Ancient removed, there it is. And Vertigo is going to be our final one. So we got ourselves a pretty neat best of 3 lined up with a pretty great map pool overall. Not going to lie, Inferno and Nuke, great maps. Absolutely happy to see them be played. And Viperio, excuse me, yesterday definitely showed Inferno to be their strong point. So I'm expecting once more that they won't be shying away from a challenge here. Ents Academy did give them a little bit of a headache, unfortunately, so did result in a loss. But at the end of the day, it's nothing to worry about just yet. As I mentioned already, right, this is the elimination game, so there will be no space for mistakes, there will be no space for second chances. Winner takes all, loser is going home empty-handed. Now, for the whoever wins, of course, there's still the decider match, so that's, you know, that's a little ways off yet, but nonetheless, it is not to be messed around with. In any case, I gotta say, Inferno and Nuke, I feel like they will be extremely fun, and I'm kind of excited to see where we go with that. Honestly, Inferno, Viperio for sure has an advantage. I have a hard time seeing how Lazer Cats will be able to contend on Inferno. Vertigo could be a bigger problem. A map that is, generally speaking, excuse me, not Vertigo. What am I talking about? Nuke, yeah. Nuke could be a problem. Viperio had shown that perhaps their T-side at times a little bit wonky.
So, you know, we'll have to wait and see if that is indeed the case. But nonetheless, Lazer Cats were a bit more concerning, we could say, maybe in their performance overall. Lackluster against their opponents, against one win. Some mistakes have been made, perhaps a little bit the eagerness of winning being a little bit too strong, and then kind of resulting in the mistakes actually being played with. In any case, we will get ready for this soon enough. I believe that slowly but surely the players are joining the server. As we can see here in the lineup, or on the screen, of course, we got the maps already picked out. Viperio choosing Inferno, Nuke being chosen by Lazer Cats, and then Vertigo as the decider, as mentioned. In any case, yeah, I'm kind of excited, not gonna lie. I'm kind of happy about this and hoping that we have a good matchup, you know. As always, I'm down for that. The deciders, though, as we said, the matchups that will decide who will be the last 4 teams to come out of the groups. The dates are, I believe, on point. I think the dates are right. It will be Sunday, the 20th of April, and the deciders, as you can see, they're yet to be filled out, as the teams are yet to all play. So obviously there is a little bit of time there for still,
predicting who could go into these matchups. In any case,
I'm kind of happy to be here, not gonna lie. It's been a great few months here of 2024. CCT is back, which is great news. We're gonna have some great tier 2 competition. I believe for the teams, this is a great opportunity to showcase their strengths, their capabilities, and potentially push up the level of quality that they have. And of course, the play-in stage here available to teams that are perhaps a little bit less known, less impactful overall, and have a chance to truly shine bright and persevere in a tough environment. It's not easy. It's not easy playing CS. It's not easy having a structure of a team that is consistent throughout months and months of gameplay. And whoever can go through the initial phases always shows great promise at the very end. So regardless of how today's best of 3s go, regardless of who is eliminated, they've done at least something right to already be here, and I think they should take pride in that. Even if they don't succeed today or in the coming days, there's always going to be more chances. As to those that don't know, we can just quickly overview the format still, and just to remind everybody of how the tournament is currently proceeding. We got the play-in stage where we're currently situated. It is the second day here of Season 2 of the European Series number 1. Of course, play-in will conclude on the 20th. Those are the decider days. And then the group stage, the Swiss stage, which is arguably going to be the difficult stage for any of the teams coming in from the play-in, as in the Swiss stage, already invited teams and teams that have previously qualified are in there, and that will not be an easy pickings. As the playoffs, though, that's a whole different story altogether. Playoffs are always jam-packed with action and some amazing teams, so no doubt that we are going to be experiencing exactly that. Now, quick overview of today's schedule to those that might have missed it the first time around. Right now, we're getting ready for Lazer Cats versus Viperio. Later on at 1 o'clock, Aurora Youngbloods versus Alternate Attacks. So these are both elimination matches. These are both matches that teams are playing because they had lost their initial best of 3, and then later at 4 o'clock and 7, so 4 Central European time and 7 o'clock in the evening. We'll have 1 win versus Ents Academy, and later, as mentioned, 7 Sangle versus Zero Tenacity. Those are the winners matchups. The winners there, whoever wins is automatically already qualified to the group stage, the Swiss stage, and the loser will go into the decider playing against the winner of the elimination match. So for example, just to give you an overview, if let's say Viperio wins here and they go 2-0, whatever 2-X result, they win the series against, for example, Lazer Cats. They go into the decider series as they had won the elimination match, but they'll still have to play against the loser of the winners match. In this case, it could be either one win, it could be Ents Academy. We could see a repeat of the battle of yesterday. We could see Viperio again facing Ents Academy in the decider match, or maybe even Lazer Cats if they play against one win. But it all depends on the on the games that will be happening throughout today. With that being said, I believe slowly but surely we're getting ready to jump into the game. If not, we'll take a moment's break here and be ready as soon as the game is up. If you have any questions, if you'd like to see something more, make sure to check it out in chat, to write it in chat. I usually see it. In any case, we'll see you real soon. I think. We'll see you real soon, guys, after a short break. And we're back, ladies and gents. It is round one, it is map one, it is series number one of day two here of the second season of Champion of Champions Tour. European series number one. We're in the pistol. Viperio on Inferno, the map pick, starting on T side, already going for a fast A wrap, and they have control over it unequivocally, as there is no defense that can really stand up to it.
3 players out of Lazer Cats remain. They're coming up through middle, possibly going in towards apps and trying to perhaps split their actions through waterfall, through balcony and short. But already Toxic is taken down, and this will be Lazer Cats unfortunately folding under the pressure for round number one. Viperio looking very solid to begin with. And yesterday, as I said, they had a great showing against Ents Academy on that second map of Inferno. They really showed what they're capable of. Unfortunately, both the first and the third map went awry, losing it 13-9. Both times it was Ancient first map that Viperio lost, and later Overpass as the final map that was kind of fallen through. So yeah, Viperio definitely having a few weaknesses in their offense, but perhaps they've already talked this one through and they'll be setting up a little bit of a different play today. And we aren't going to be seeing either Overpass or Ancient tonight or this morning against Lazer Cats, which is a good sign, though. Very good sign. For Lazer Cats, though, as I said before, they went down 2-0 or 0-2. One win truly took a chunk out of them, and it was not easy. They played Nuke And it... Actually, no, they did not play nuke. Apologies. But Temple, double here for Lazer Cats. The Force by actually doing a little bit of damage. If we focus currently on the ongoing round, it looks like Lazer Cats might have made an executive decision that could hurt them in the long run. This Force by, of course, 2 kills helps, but you've still got Deagles to play with now. A single MP9 on Yaboku. As we're going into this retake. They do not have a they have a defuse kit. Never mind. I didn't even see it. Wonderful. Okay, never mind. He does have that kit up. So it's going to be smoked into triple, forcing Zodi to play a little bit differently, playing out of that smoke angle. Uppe in dark. The angle here could be good. The pop flash helps. Letting loose the spray. Mango finds Yaboku and Wonderful J. Or Wonderful Y. Unfortunately, cannot make the magic happen. As I said, Lazer Cats, yeah, they did get clapped by one win. Vertigo and Ancient was played, and they kind of collapsed under the pressure on Vertigo. Ancient, they definitely played better. They showed more, let's say, more strength, but it didn't really go anywhere. And that was pretty much all there is. As round 2, it goes to Viperio. The force buy of Lazer Cats fails. And that is going to be possibly a 3-0 start for the UK-based team. But they're not a UK lineup. They are actually anything but. We got a player from Bulgaria. That's going to be Skrimo. We got Zodi and Mango from Denmark. And we've got Bandito from the Czech Republic. And Uppe from Sweden. Very colorful mix of players. Lovely to see. And some great showing from yesterday out of them. Absolutely loved Mango's and Screamo's performance. Quite a few, I think, highlights that Mango had shown with the op. He's definitely a versatile and a very good player. On the other hand, though, we cannot forget Lazer Cats. Again, performance-wise, as a whole, they didn't really show up too much. It was Yaboku, Wonderful, and Somnium that showed the most out of that series. I believe Toxic and Temple were a little bit quiet throughout the entirety of the 2 maps. But yeah, I'm hoping to see a good show. As I said, I'm always down for a good game of a map that, when we talk about it, are always concerned about how the Ts are going to get through to the map control, towards Banana, towards apps. A lot of utility going to be thrown in the face of the Ts. A player caught in sandbags, not the greatest position to be in. Temple can be lucky to be alive, but the smoke parts ways just enough for Zodi to find that free kill. Toxic, he's going to nade. Trying to perhaps surprise one. Both Bandito and Zodi very low HP. So every mistake here could be the very last. Let's see the magic happen as we have an A play being set up. 4 players still alive on Lazer Cats, but only 3 defending. Oh, this is going to be vital right now in Lib. Oh, never mind. Vital is not the right word to be used here, as absolutely devastated on the defense. Lazer Cats, I mean, they get 1, sure, but that's all they get. And that is round done. Yaboku, of course, left alone on Banana. He does not have an answer to the aggression, nor does he have anything really to be able to do. Saving that M4, and that's all there is to it. So, 5 players in, 4 out. Pretty good deal for Viperio. Round 5 here, of course, as well. Round that, once again, will have to be somewhat of a half-buy for Lazer Cats. Not even a half-buy, but just a miniature upgrade. A few Kevlars that we see. Yaboku that saved his M4 and is the first one to die. Ay, ay, ay. Well, that's a shame. You do not expect to see the one rifle that they have go out like that. Very unceremoniously, very unexpected decision to be super aggressive on Banana when there's pistols around you that can help you out in that department. Should a free kill to Toxic? It will be his first kill in the map currently. But they know where he is now, and at 37 HP he has no hope but to run away, save the weapon he has, and hope that he can get away with it as he's about to be hunted down. Arches already in the flank there. Pandito. And as soon as... Oh, I think he might not have seen him. Toxic, though, he's staying in Lib, so they know. They know he's got to be in library somewhere. Toxic could be in dire straits soon. And will be, actually. Not could be. Will be. As soon as he starts running away here. Library will be checked. Okay, what the hell, Mango? Why do you have a knife in hand? That's not really something you like to see when at least the information is your opponent is still close by. But then again, what can you do? And right here, this is a vital mistake from Yaboku. I feel like running alone into Banana with the only rifle in the round is a little bit of a foolish move. So perhaps we can stop doing that, can't we, Lazer Cats? Tactical pause already, though. The CTs, aka the Ukrainian squad, deciding that they need a moment here to discuss what's happening and how to up the ante, how to up the game. I'm very well, thank you for asking, dear viewers. You're very kind. I'm not a morning person per se, but for this, I would always be ready. You can also hear a little bit of that rasp in my voice. It's as if it hasn't fully opened up, but I blame that on the bad weather that I have outside. Even though we had 30 degrees Celsius yesterday, it was really hot. I'm already in my flip-flops. In any case, round 6. And we've got a bit of a B presence play. Viperio looking for an entry. Pandito, I believe, spotted one of the players in CT corner. That's going to be Temple. First box occupied by Toxic, but takes a nade to the face. White peek, white swing. Let's see if it happens after the Molotov. Pandito has to wait this out. If he goes in alone, he will be caught by 2 players literally staring him down. But the timing here, Pandito. Good entry. Toxic. Needs to be careful how he engages. Does not wish to be caught alone and dying in the process, as the retake will then fall through. You will have nothing to really work with. Bomb surely going down soon. And oh, they're expecting the boost. He sees it. Of course they are. I'm not even sure why you would boost there if you're Lazer Cats. Again, I have to be brutally honest here. You know the site is lost. You know that you will be expecting something crazy like that. Perhaps sooner I would have seen, or rather I would have seen something done through Ruins, aka Church. Good chance that you can maybe get a better boost there and potentially a free kill. But in CT Flowers, that really is a one-and-done spot. And when you jump up, you have to always be crouched. And even then, your head can pop up as you get up on top of the flowers. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. And, well, 6-0. Viperio, they're looking solid as all hell. Not really giving up. Or even not really letting go of a single round so far. 2 players saving on the side of Lazer Cats. Will make the difference of a rebuy, though. That's the one thing we can definitely put out there. With 2 players staying alive, they've got enough to drop 2 more rifles. And they've got the Op on Somnium. which is, again, an important part of the equation. Lazer, Cats, and Somnium yesterday were pretty much on point. Somnium having a tough time. He's at 0-5 currently. Lazer Cats playing it very passively. We can see even on Banana, they've taken a different stance, realizing perhaps a little bit too aggressive for their own good. Wonderful playing from balcony. We got a rotation by Somnium towards B. The call seemingly having been made. The danger lurks towards B. But the bomb is dropped in T-base, by the way, or in T-stairway. Below T-stairway, which is very concerning. Because if they do go A here, and then, let's say, Pandito gets caught and dies, it's going to be very quickly, very much over of the round itself. You don't want to let the bomb stay alone under stairs if the CTs take banana control. And I think Pandito got that idea right now. He's going to be making his moves towards the A site. And here we go. Wonderful J, or wonderful Y. Going to peek in, take a little bit of damage on Uppe, but unfortunately fall to his AK. And where's the rest of the team? Viperio. They're not really doing it too quickly here on top of the entry. They will try, and they will succeed. Yaboko gets caught. Down to a 3 versus 4. The retake of A, as I've always said, one of the hardest sites in the game to retake. You've got so many corners. You've got so many defensive positions the T's can take, and it's truly, truly impossible to pull it off. And we can see already exit frag is going to be hunted. Temple trying his very best. Does succeed in picking up one, but the trades in this case for Viperio much better. Keep in mind they're the ones that are not lacking the economy, so any player they can take with them, for them it's a good trade. In the instant replay, of course, the hold of the one and only Yaboku doesn't really come to fruition. A single frag, not enough to hold the site without reinforcements. Somnium. Good start, though. This is the opener you kind of expect. Take down Pandito and Scrimo, and it seems like perhaps Lazer Cats have found a way back into this one. Definitely good opportunity. Adds on top of that, wonderful J and Toxic, and seems like this is a very different round than what we've experienced so far. Definitely more accurate, definitely quite a little bit more convincing. Mango alone, not really much that he can do. Nice shot to at least get that one shut down, but it changes nothing as of yet. And we can see right here the aggressive push of Toxic. A bit of a ludicrous move at times, but it works out. It works out currently. So round 8 goes to I was about to say to alternate attacks, really? No, to Lazer Cats, of course. Viperio immediately take a timeout. Pap wants to discuss this with the lads. They've got more than enough money for at least 1 or 2 more rounds. One round, let's say, for certain. And yeah, Pep is obviously going to pep talk to his boys. Make sure they're all on the same page. We see Mango back on the op. And I'm kind of wondering what the change-up will be, how they will approach this next round as we go to round 9. Somnium still on a single kill. Flashbangs flying all through second mid into mid. Good nade. That's going to deal some damage. Indeed. Uppe on 58. Scream on 75. 90 seconds to go. 4 players in apps. They're gonna be going through balcony. I'm not particularly sold on this idea. Waterfalling is a dangerous play, but it could work if you do it like that with a good pop fast support. Somnium with one wonderful Y with a hold. Bandito brings it home on Somnium, but it's not enough. Wonderful Y still alive, and he's doing the work. He's doing the damage. It's gonna be very hard seeing how this could still play out as a win for Viperio, though. Full buy and you go waterfall? I gotta disagree with the plan here, lads. I mean, 4 players out of balcony? Yeah, not really my cup of tea. And the fact that they stay on balcony also kinda tickles me differently. I certainly would have preferred to see 1, maybe 2 players at most moving out of that balcony spot. Because right here, right, as soon as the flash is gone, look, there's 2 players sitting on that top roof, and nobody's reacting to Somnium until it's too late. So either you jump down or you take care of the guy on site, because he's going to be having the crossfire on you. The player in pit is effectively locked in, so the only thing you have to do is finish him off. Great nades again, though. Zodi this time taking the brunt of it at 37 HP. He definitely is not going to be happy about that. And Viperio. This is the buy I was talking about. It's one of the last ones available. Bandito goes wide, finds Somnium, and I believe they spotted the second player there as well. I'm fairly certain they did. Toxic. Very aggro, but this could work. No, he fails to pick up the kill. The secondary, at least. Still, Screamo is low, so Temple is there to clean it up. The bomb is dropped. And Uppe through middle. Absolutely useless in this regard. Bomb is locked behind the smoke. 3 players are already there. The nade could do some damage, but it's not really going to change anything for the better, as Uppe will be looking to save. I mean, he still should try this, though. If I'm Uppe, I'm trying this, surely. You know they're going to be stacked up close to you, so you're basically going to be playing for a hat trick here. Though the problem is, look at the smokes and the Molotovs. There's no chance he gets through this. There's still 2 smokes available, plus a Molotov, which means only one thing. Uppe won't even be able to go through the smoke without the time running out. Takes the AWP. He can be lucky to be alive. Does he die after time? I think the answer is absolutely not. He's going to be able to run away. Smart man. And lucky man. And a huge pickup. The op save is more important than around here. At least in this circumstance. Interesting decision from the side of Viperio, or Viperio, excuse me, that they go for the banana push through the smoke. It's definitely unexpected. Again, in CS2, pushing through smokes can be done more effectively and more in a safe manner if you have that nade to break them open. But overall, it's still the same principle of, okay, you're going through a smoke, you won't be seeing anything, but your opponent will already be able to react to you. Yeah, that's pretty difficult. Or that's pretty concerning. In any case, we're in for a little bit of a Mojo Jojo play. Oh, Somnium. Yeah, I said Mojo Jojo, you know, you're going to be trying to be a bit more cheeky, trying to get that mid control. Viperio do that. But they immediately pull back. Oh, interesting decision. They pulled rotations off of to the A side. They seem to get the right idea here, and they're going to be pushing B and punishing the mistakes of Lazer Cats for over-rotating. But they're reacting too slow. Look at the rotation. They're reacting way too slow, Viperio. You needed to already be inside by now. 4 players are about to set up defense here, as Lazer Cats have read this easily. I mean, they're already having mid-control. This is disastrous currently, and yeah, that's going to be a very hard take to be, but let's see if it works out. Smokes are up, mollies are up, and it's going to be first contact. Toxic falls to the bullets here. Temple in dark, naded out, still alive through the smoke. Yaboku, like I said, Viperio, they kind of fooled themselves here. They took way too long to get to B. Thought they'd be smart, but they got absolutely outsmarted and outbrained in this case. Round done. And right here, right, as soon as Somnium misses that shot, Viperio
either commit to A or leave one guy there, keeping them occupied. And what happened is they pulled back slowly. They shift-walked or shifted back towards Banana. And Lazer Cats heard nothing, right? They had no info. 5 seconds later, after they heard nothing, one player came to check out mid, or at least short and long, and nobody was there. And they're like, okay, we might as well rotate everybody, and that's what happens. 4-7. Lazer Cats are doing the legwork. They're putting in the effort. Let's see if they can make it 5-7, as Viperio. A few questionable decisions, I should say. But they can still bounce back. They still got 7 rounds T-side. That's good enough. And they can play with the rounds they have, obviously. This time towards A. The Molotov is up. There's no way you're crossing this, buddy. And yeah, that's a double already for Mr. Yaboku. A triple, baby. And that should be enough as Somnium closes the round. 5 in a row. Okay, 7 in a row for Viperio, and then 5 in a row for Lazer Cats as we switch out to the second half. Get ready to see the magic and hopefully the performance that we all expected from both sides here. Again, oh, this is the first gun round they won. Yeah, this is the first gun round where Toxic went to peek apps, and this shot from Somnium on Banana, and then obviously the smoke push. Or not really the smoke push, but the smoke denial. Oh, this still
irks me a little bit. Look, I'm a big supporter of splitting towards A and stuff, but splitting like that, 4 players through balcony with a full buy, yeah, I've rarely seen that work. Unless you have multiple flashbangs flying, you don't really get that to work. But in any case, CT side for Viperio now. It is their comfortable pick. It is their comfortable side, and let's see if it works. 4 players down Banana for Viperio, well, down middle and Banana. So they've got the lock-in. Bomb is already crossing to site, and I think Viperio very much know that. Oh, hello, Screamo. Good accuracy. Uppe on short. The bomb not crossing to site, taking a straight fight. Yaboku, perhaps a bit too eager to take that fight with a bomb on his back. Somnium, 1v2. The clutch is on. He must hit the headshots, as he needs this round, so Lazer Cats can step up and make a difference in the second half. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. 8-5. As we have ourselves a bit of a development on the pistol. Again, Viperio deciding to push down Banana and middle at the same time, letting Lazer Cats run through second mid apps into A site. A bit dangerous to play it like that, but I guess they like the danger. They thrive in the danger and all that. And to everybody joining into the stream right now, and haven't caught it yesterday on the first day of our second season here of a new season of CCT. Yes, there is a new HUD. Yes, the HUD is absolutely amazing. It is thanks to Lazer, a graphics designer. He is absolutely on point and has done amazing things here. Big ups to the man. He definitely knows his stuff, and when I first met him, he was but an apprentice, but now he is the master. No, he's always been great. And I love to see his work. Absolutely clean, perfect. In any case, Viperio, MP9s in hand against a full eco. Should work like magic. It kind of does. Upe with a double. That is more than you would otherwise expect when a timing like that hits you. But Skrimo, the Bulgarian player here, showing his quality. And of course, representing his country at the highest levels almost. And to be fair, the Bulgarian side has kind of fallen off, hasn't it? We haven't seen any true Bulgarian squads get very far in any big tournaments, nor even Bulgarian players at this point. I mean, everybody forgot about Poison for a second. I feel like Poison just kind of fell off the face of the earth recently. Obviously, playing for TSM since the start of the year, but still, definitely not where you expected him, perhaps, given his performances of the past. You know, I would have expected possibly him to be a little bit higher up. We got Cirque as well. He's kind of... Obviously, he's on Bleed, so there's still that, right? Bleed yet to create a team that will be able to contend at the highest tiers. But, yeah, the Bulgarian scene kind of having a bit of a rapid fall-off. A few of the old guard have, I guess, stopped playing, from Spy Leader, Spellan, Ships... Actually, Ships, no. Ships is still playing, right? Ships is in 500. Yeah, Ships is still playing. And I guess the Team 500 representing, obviously, Bulgaria. It's a full Bulgarian squad. We got Red Star, we got Denislaw, Rainwalker, Grashog, which is great. No denying that. Absolutely great. But still, again, highest tiers, definitely no longer, right? Back in the day, to those that remember the days of old, B-Pro, Outlaws, Windigo, Mortal Kombat, Skade, etc., right? Teams that had great promise, but since then, kind of not really present anymore. So yeah, I'm happy to see Skrimo here, a very young Bulgarian player showing his quality and showing what he's capable of. And hopefully we'll see more of him in the future. And of course of Viperio as a whole. As the same can also be said for Laser Cats. I mean, the young Ukrainians, whilst they perhaps still need a lot of experience, and you know, they're kind of just getting into it as we go. Certainly not to shy away from that. Seems like we had a short technical pause there for a second. We are back though. Everything seems to be in order, and we will be continuing round 15 as we go to, of course, a full buy for Laser Cats. We got the bonus round effectively for Viperio. Still got a few MP9s up. We're expecting them to be a little bit less effective because of it, perhaps. It all depends on first contact again. You can see right here, 2 rifles on Upe and Skrimo. Rotating 2 players off of B. Seemingly concerned about an A split. Once again, the bomb is in second mid under balcony, but possibly traversing towards that B countryside. Bandito still has 2 flashbangs. As soon as that smoke clears, he will be in trouble, though. Bandito, oh, you gotta be kidding me. No way he's there. Are you serious, Bandito, brother? Yeah, I don't... Sorry, but that is just... No. That is just going to be a no from me. That just ain't it, Chief. Middle middle is being engaged there. Uppe. Getting caught. Mango will be able to bring down Yaboku. On long, it's still Scrimo. Wonderful Wise. Smoking Pit. Forcing a re-engagement. Scrimo going to be caught outside of the safety net. Somnium. 9 seconds. The plant has to happen, and soon. Does he prevent it? Oh, yes, he does! But the bomb still goes down. No way! It's a 2v2 right now. Viperio perhaps saved by the bell, but no, in the flank, it's Zori to be caught by Temple. And his body's a Temple. You ain't desecrating it anymore. Mango having to clear this out. Might have an advantage. No, Toxic better, quicker. And Laser Cats win the round. What was that? Oh, brother, oh. Viperio, I'm not gonna lie. Things are a little bit shaky here. A few of the decisions we see from the players, perhaps sometimes a little bit wonky, but again, to be understandable, pressure is still high. In any case, CCT, of course, the champion of champions tour, here giving you season 2 of its legendary series CCT, where we used to have, you know, split regions in Europe. So we used to have North, East, South, Central, West, I think Southeast. Was it Southeast? I'm not even sure at this point, but there were quite a few regions that we used to have. Now it's all one, thankfully, because, you know, Europe is pretty small, so no reason to really split it further. Please don't. And yeah, now series number 1 of Europe is being played. It's absolutely fantastic. And of course, there will be, I believe, 4 series currently in the main circuit till the player break. I have to double check that just to make sure, so I'm not talking out of my ass. But yeah, effectively, I love the new format. I think it's a good way to bring back beloved Tier 2 competition, where we have a lot of young players, young teams, inexperienced teams and players playing and basically kind of showcasing themselves, showcasing the teams. And I mean, people tend to have I don't know, some disagreement with anything that's not tier 1, but I think that's a very stupid way to look at things. You have to be a bit more pragmatic and think the only way this community or this scene is self-sufficient is by having a tier 2, a tier 3, even a tier 4 scene effectively, because that's how you build up your talent. That's how you get quality players, quality teams to be progressing through the tiers to the very top. And that's how you don't get stalemates and stagnations of quality. Because if we didn't have tier 2 or tier 3 or tier 4 or tier 5, whatever, tier 1 would be still saturated with the people that were the best 10, 15 years ago, but are still playing today, which doesn't really make sense, does it? I mean, for some, yes, definitely people will, some players, some teams, obviously, most teams, let's say, that have established themselves will remain. Absolutely, and they should if they're good enough. But it doesn't really give room to grow the pool of players that are good enough to play at that level. It does not bring newbies that are exponentially getting better. Like, there's definitely a good reason to have it, and I love that fact. I really do, because it builds up the future talent of Counter-Strike. It builds up the future of this esports, honestly. And if you don't agree with that, I think you're just outright wrong. Because, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Look at football, for example. And that's not soccer, that's not American football, that's football, like legit football. We're looking at, you know, tier 5 competitions, having some players that are gems in the wild, gems in the rough, that make it up to tier 1. And that's how it works. You gotta get the experience somewhere. Nobody's gonna get better by just playing Face It or Premier all day. You have exceptions to that. Absolutely you do. But those are individual exceptions. What about the teams? You got to think about the organizations as well. They have to have an opportunity to show themselves somewhere. And if they do well, well, they are rewarded for it. If they don't, they still have a chance to do it again, to try again. And that's how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles. And that's what I really like about this, the whole idea of allowing unknown teams like Lazer, for example, to perform, to give us a showing. Viperio, who is obviously building up a new roster, who's already had a roster back in the day, a full UK roster with Irish and British players, English players, of course, performing. And I think this is the future of it. You have to have some sort of stepping stones. In any case, again, technical pauses. Yaboku was disconnected, as we could see. Apparently, we are back, though. Some power outages happening. Of course, Ukraine currently under attack. Yeah. 6-9. As we look at this round 16, Lazer Cats still slowly creeping up towards that tie. Their T side looking pretty okay. It definitely felt like yesterday they did a better job on their T side than CT. So I'm expecting the same here today. Toxic finds one. Second player is there. That's Upe. That Molotov could go big. Upe takes a nade underneath him. Lucky to have fallen back there, so he does not take any further damage. "55 seconds. Zoldi alone. Through the smoke they'll have to go if they really want to pressure this, but I feel like perhaps Lazer Cats know better than to go through a very ghastly smoke that you don't really know what to expect of. The rotation's not happening though. Viperio, what's happening, brothers? Where is the rotation? At least one player should be moved to B. It's a 4v4. This is a logical decision usually to be made, to put 2 players A, 2 players B. And they're just sticking to it. They're not moving at all. They're going to be... Like, this is all on Zodi. If he doesn't deliver with a hat trick, this is round over. Yeah, the 1 kill, that's not good enough. And this retake 3v3, I mean, yes, it's possible. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely, it's possible. But if there was a second player here, this could have been a wholly different outcome. So it definitely comes as a surprise that they rotate this slow. But then again, Bandito comes out swinging from Banana. And it's going to be Temple and Somnium. 2 versus 3. Good crossfire on site. Triple and dark. No Molotovs, no nades, no smokes to break them out. The only thing they need to do here is watch their crossfires. That's it. You don't peek wide. You don't peek deep. You just watch your crossfires. Somnium, where are you looking? Okay, thank God he turns around. That is very important. As Somnium does help his teammate. And of course, wins the round for his team. That's it. And again, I think Viperio perhaps losing a little bit of their focus, because there is no logic to them not rotating another player to B when there was like 20-30 seconds to go. So yeah, I feel like definitely should be a bit more cognizant of that. In any case, round 17, 7-9. Viperio is being dwindled down to nothing almost here, as they have a full eco, with the exception of an AK on Pandito, who saved up, obviously. He's going to be playing banana control alone. Again, The one rifle alone on B. Ah, man, I gotta say, I'm not liking this. The one rifle you have, why don't you have at least 1 or 2 players around it so they can pick it up if it dies? You know, that kind of logic. But again, okay, I guess, you know, going alone to Banana, trying to stop the push. If there's anybody even coming, and, well, obviously they are. This is 8-9. This will be Lazer Cats taking another round. There is no doubt about it. I think Viperio might need another timeout here just to calm their thought process a little bit. Definitely feels like they're too scared about that A defense. Like they really are scared about that A hold. So they're basically putting all their eggs in one basket in a way. Wide. Very good cleanup. Budget wonderful. Whew, good reaction by Toxic. Yeah, that's pretty slick. And there's the timeout. Like I said, I think they needed this timeout. I think they need to calm down. I think they need to talk to each other and just, you know, make sure they don't let their emotions run high. Because the tensions are high. Remember, this is an elimination game. So if you lose here, you are going home empty-handed. No Swiss stage for you, no playoffs for you, nothing. Nada. So, you know, as I like to say, take a chill pill, relax for a second, think about it, think about what you're going to do, and just have your focus to the maximum. That's it. In any case, after a short, brief tactical timeout, discussing with the team here, I'm sure Pap had encouraging words for them, making sure they're on the same page, that nobody's overly concerned about anything, and that fewer mistakes will be made. As we go to round 18. One away from tying it up here, Lazer Cats. Good nade on Zodi. Another one on Pandito. A lot of damage early. Smoke deep. Do you molly 3? Do you check 3? Temple will have a free kill, Zodi, if you keep... boy, this is going to be a free kill for Temple. I guarantee you. He's gonna peek as soon as he... Yep, there it is. Why is there no Molotov into 3? But Pandita will hold the line for 1. Secondary also falling. A lot of damage on the third. That's potentially enough as Somnium brings it home. It's gonna be a 3 versus 3 right now. Let's see if they can make it happen. Nobody's on flower pots. All 3 players out of the CT side now ready to engage here. They've spotted the player in second box, I believe. Mango checks close. Yes, he does. Boku pushing into CT. Nobody checked deep box, and Toxic will be able to abuse that. Top box, of course, a position that you don't usually have a player on if you're concerned about a flank from Banana. But in this case, not really concerned at all. 9-9, Viperio. Lads, it's map 1, and now struggles are becoming very real. The struggles are huge right now for Viperio. They seem to be, I don't know, unfocused, perhaps a little bit too tensed up. He's expecting that second mid push, as they have heard the wall bangs. I believe one of the players might have been hit, so you can hear that, by the way, just to point that out to those that don't know. If you're standing under balcony or second mid, if somebody's getting hit through that wall, you can hear like a thump. There's a resounding full sound, like thum, thum. You hear the body getting hit, so you know. And this is 9-9, going 10-9. Viperio. They had one hell of an advantage. Keep that in mind. They had, I believe, 95 or 8-5 advantage. Did they absolutely waste it away right here? Yeah, it was 9-5. Actually, no, it was... No, yeah, it was 9-5. Yeah, it was 9-5. And now, well, they are finding themselves on the verge of potentially losing this map. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of a surprise. As I said before, Lazer Cats in their T side yesterday, not exactly something you'd be proud of. At least not in a big way. Definitely lacking a lot of structure, definitely lacking a lot of reaction and speed to their takes. But they're still somehow managing it here. As tactical pause will be used by Viperio, the last one here. They truly got to discuss what the hell is happening. Pep, well, pep talk, please. That's what you need. Viperio, where's the shutdown on Banana? Where's the Molotovs on Banana, for example? Previously, we saw that gun round attempt where they weren't even Molotoving tree. And yeah, there's an argument that you can say they weren't really expecting it, but still, if you're not sure, you better throw that $600 utility instead of losing the round, right? Always trying to go for the most simple solutions if you can. In any case, round 20 here, Viperio. In dire straits now. 3 players on Banana. They're worried about another quick B take. Scream on long. Yaboku. Here it goes. It's an A play. Going through balcony. Good pop flash support. Oppe. Only one for him. Screamo holding the line with a double. Screamo, this could be the game changer. I think it might have been enough. Uppe is out as well as Screamo, but it's still going to be down to Zodi, Pandito, and Mango. And on side, Zodi! He's not even expecting the player in pit. Trades back for Temple. Mango will be able to close it out. 1v1. Temple does not expect him on long. As we can see here, Mango picking up all the utility. And that is all there is to it. Yeah, okay. For a second I was like, wait a minute, where is the bomb? But yes, it was 7-0. That is correct. It was 7-0, then it went 7-5 as they got 5 last rounds in the first half. But then in the second half, they won the pistol and the second round, so they made it to 9-5 when it comes to the result. In any case, 10-10, tied up. Viperio, they bring it home on a very important round, a vital one, really. As we go to round 21, it will be a rebuy for the Ukrainians. They have the AKs, they have the AWP. We have again a little bit of Banana presence. It's Temple. Good nade on Temple. Shutting him down here is Zodi. As rotations are coming in for the A defense. Pandito this time being relieved of duty as the sole anchor of B. Instead, it's going to be Mango holding with the AWP. Seconds. Vito holding long, and he could be instrumental here. It's a B split. No, they're going to go back towards Banana. Never mind, it's down to Mango. Okay, Mango now has to show his quality here. The defense has to hold up. The rotations are again slow, but at least this time they're coming. Mango burned out of triple. He's watching the first cross. He's missing it. The smoke is obscuring his vision. Pandita gets caught in CT. Toxic finds both. What? But Mango! Oh, Mango. Let's go. Uppe. 1v2. Rotations again for Viperio slow. And the fact that they got caught in CT, that's unacceptable. But not much you can do about it now. As we go to a 1v2 for Uppe. And he's already being spotted. There's a 0% chance he survives here. Goodbye. As he... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. What? Uppe. I didn't even see the nade that he had. As we go to a 1v1 still. Presses the bomb. Tries to force the issue. Toxic. A little bit dangerous to throwing out the flash like that. But Uppe, of course, at the end of the day, unfortunately, still can't make it happen. It's just a little bit too dangerous. A little bit too much for him, even. As the last player hiding out in triple. So, back in action. Oh, max 7 for Zodi. You don't get to see that very often succeed. Max 7. I personally not a big fan anymore. Prefer the Nova, prefer the XM. Eleven to 10. Laser Cats looking... I mean, to be fair, not bad, though their T side certainly could be massively improved. But they are winning, so I guess they're doing something right, or Viperio is doing everything wrong. In any case, round 22. Towards A we go. 2 players on B, 3 on A. Yaboku coming out through long. Eagles connecting, but can't get the kills. Uppe, last player alive defending. Not gonna happen. That is 12 to 10 now. Well, it's not decided yet. It's not 12 yet. But given that both players are coming in through short apps, yeah, the lineups here just ain't gonna work. And the max 7 through apps, not gonna work at all. And the reason why I said 12 already before it was even over is because they first split up. So one went apps, one went short. And the short guy was way too fast for the player in apps to make a difference. So there was no helping each other. See, look where the player in apps still is when the short guy's already far dead or already long dead. What I'm saying is there's a few details in rounds like these that have to be observed as well as respected. Otherwise, you don't really have a chance. And unfortunately, Viperio kind of got themselves off here. Yeah, but Viperio, they had a splendid advantage that they just absolutely mushed. Their B hold was atrociously bad. Like, there's no denying that. Instead of having 2 players on B in a 4v4 scenario, they had 1. Instead of perhaps being a little bit more aggressive on the A side when they have 4 players there, they weren't, and then the player B got punished. Rotations at the end did come through, but Mango still couldn't do much as that rotation got caught in CT. So yeah, you know, obviously also Laser Cats are pressuring them, kind of taking away their chances, and there's not much that seemingly Viperio can do anymore. So this round is their last huzzah. It is Inferno. It is the map pick of Viperio. They won it yesterday against Ents Academy convincingly. at 13-7, I believe it was. And they played a very good game of CS. They absolutely showed us what they're capable of. I mean, everybody showed up. Like here, again, everybody's showing up on the server. Nobody's slacking, nobody's behind. The same can be said for Lazer Cats. Nobody's really lagging behind in kills. But what I'm saying is, Viperio today, a little bit less focused, a little bit less on point. Wonderful Y. The Scrimo get him. Yaboku will peek first. Who will go first? Wonderful Y. Okay. White peek. 2. Scrimo goes too wide for his own good. Wonderful Y does refrag. It's a 4v4 and a B take. 2 players defending finally. I think Lazer Cats definitely caught on already earlier on that there's only 1 player usually playing here. So they're now going to try and abuse that. But a second player is prepared for it. Bandito is holding the line. And Zori's still alive, but do they know about this? Tell me they know about the CT player. Surely they know about the CT player. Please don't let Wonderful Y surprise you again like that. Somnium close by. Oh, misses the shot! Somnium! Mistakes were made. And Wonderful Y, he just took too long to get into that flanking position. Will be caught at the end by Uppe. And Viperio bring it to 11. Overtime now 1 round away. Money for Lazer Cats gone. Best possible chance that Viperio will ever have in this map to pull it to OT and save their own map pick. Retaking here, both players going into action. The round effectively gone, and that is overtime confirmed, almost, I feel like. Viperio. Yep, overtime confirmed. As I said, money was gone for Lazer Cats. Their buy was laughable at best, and overtime is here. 12-12. Viperio not yet giving up, and that's a good sign. I feel like perhaps Inferno is a needed W here for them. A much needed one. On Nuke, they will be... Well, we'll see how they will be, honestly. It's hard to say. I haven't seen them play Nuke before. Neither have I seen Lazer Cats. So it's hard to know exactly what to expect. And this is Bandito's saving grace. We have Scrimo here as well, pulling off a beautiful double, saving the day. And this is the final round before 11-12, where Uppe was able to come in clutch. But here we go. Overtime confirmed. Now let's see what the plan is. Minute and 30 seconds plus a little bit of change. Wonderful Y. Gonna walk that smoke, probably. Yeah, he's gonna be spotted, though. Good night, brother. Oh, what? Was that a friendly flash or an enemy flash? I actually couldn't tell where it flew in from. Either it came from bottom mid, or it came from the T side long. Because if it was... excuse me, CT side long. If it was CT flash, I... don't understand how you could got flashed by that. Surely you turn around, right? Because Scrimo's playing that long position. So you would expect him to call it. Oh, Mango! Woo! What a shot. Okay, that's a nice shot. That is a nice shot. As the head goes back behind the wall, he's perfectly set in. for the clutch shot of the beautiful little peekaboo play. Toxic again. Trying once more through middle. As his teammate Wonderful Y did. And he did successfully take out long defender. This is looking much better for Lazer Cats right now. They're about to envelop a site and wide peek by Upe. I'm not sure if the Molotov reached all the areas of the broken wall position. It did look like that, so he was forced to go out wide. But again, not a single kill on him. Actually, my bad. He did get a kill. Never mind. He did get a kill, but got traded back immediately. Or did he? I'm just playing with y'all. Bandito and Mango. Enough here to take round 1 of overtime to Viperio. And here's the shot. The op shot. Pretty damn good, actually. So quick. If we'd seen that in slow motion, that'd be insane. (13-12). And first round goes to Viperio. As we're getting ready to slowly get this first map under wrap. Or wrapped up under. Yaboku wonders why. Oh, they spot the player pushing down middle. Scrimo's dead. Interesting choices we see coming out from Viperio with the push through middle. I like the idea. Add another utility on top of that, and then you should be golden. Good nade. That does not deal as much damage as one would have thought, but still enough. And the advantage in the hands of Viperio, and once again, rotation's already happening towards the A site. Seems like they are reading this correctly. And keep in mind, there is one more timeout for each of the teams in overtime. So I wouldn't be surprised if perhaps we see a timeout for Viperio eventually before we switch sides. Or when we switch sides. Upe spotted. Yeah, gonna be taken down with a spray through. Makes sense. Short control gonna be contested, but Toxic goes too soon. The smoke does not bloom. And Zordi 1v1 against the player in pit. It's Wonderful Y. Rotation is here though. So this is gonna be nearly impossible for Wonderful Y to save. At 15 HP, he's got less than a % chance to be able to win this. And indeed, he will not. Round of survival here for Lazer Cats. A very important round victory to be gained. Denying the 15th, denying the map point for Viperio. Keep in mind, it is Viperio the one that pulled to overtime. So them being able to pull into 15 or 12 result would be pretty sick. Wonderful Y finds Upe. Scrimo got a double. Already saved potentially a little bit of Viperio's hide here. Last round of first half of overtime. Bomb planted on long position. And all three players coming in through short. Catching Pandita off is Toxic. Well, it looks like this will be the round gone. That's 13-14. Final score for overtime. As Lazer Cats at least get one on their T side. There's a nice shot, by the way, as well. Toxic kind of, being a little bit too eager to get to site before the smoke blooms, hoping to surprise his opponent by going there just as the smoke blooms, but unfortunately getting caught himself in the proceeds. So, Viperio back to their T side. Remember what I said earlier? They played a splendid T side. They really showed what they're capable of. Let's see if they can repeat that success. They had 7 rounds in a row victory at the start of the game. Then 5 in a row for Lazercats. First to 16, of course, in overtime. Let's see what the magic will be. Temple gets caught. Skrimo keeps spraying. He saw Toxic go to the corner there. But Toxic! Well, he's certainly living up to his name here. Viperio's gonna feel that acid, feel that poison. As 3 players are literally laid out flat. And we can see Lazercats as well, learning from the mistakes of even their opponents here. Effectively not giving them any chance by rotating another player to A needlessly. This is free kill to Toxic on second box, hiding crouched under, well, not crouched under, but crouched in a corner. Mango 1v4. As much as I like seeing this man clutch, we cannot see the clutch now, as it ain't happening. So here we go, ladies and gents. 14-14. Lazercats, they're doing it. They're doing what we didn't expect them to. Pulling a win out of the hat, potentially. Viperio, not gonna lie, they are quite responsible for the fact that Lazercats even got to 12 in the first place. There's a few rounds that I can count from the top of my head that shouldn't have gone the way for Lazercats, but did, because Viperio did not rotate on their CT side. In any case, 90 seconds, OT number 1, coming slowly to conclusion. Nice catch by Uppe. Wonderful, showing his head there. Temple and Somnium. Double AWP setup. Not really a big fan of it, to be fair. It really limits your options of retaking. And with Temple alone on B, Jesus. Why would you be hiding behind wood? That is such a dumb place to be in. I'm not gonna lie. Really, it's if you're an AWPer, tell me when was the last time you saw a pro player standing behind that wood position that wasn't at the start of the round, right? I'm not like it's such a bait spot is what I'm saying, because you can be wall banged by a literal Glock there. So for me, it just takes away the idea of, I don't know, it's just weird. In any case, let's not. In any case, Lazercats, it's going to be Toxic defending. He's having a pretty good game. 26 kills so far. Somnium in ruins. Good molly timing. Yaboku comes in swinging. Toxic will fail to pick up a kill though. Sodi with a good return. Yaboku will be expected to go through the smoke here, and now Somnium, there is no chance he saves this. 15-14. And I just want to reiterate, it all begins with Temple being on top banana behind a wooden plank with an op. See, right here. The thing is, there's no reason to be there, because whatever you need to throw, you can throw behind the wall that you're perfectly safe behind, unless you're getting wall banged by an op. And you have an AWP, so you're playing corners anyway, right? You're playing the corners. You're playing the corner from the wall, the corner from the edge of the cross of CT, from CT entry. You know, you're playing those corners instead of I don't know. I guess he spotted. I guess he went to spot to check if somebody's on banana, but you can also do that again from the same corner as I just mentioned, from the wall. Playing it safe instead of playing it as exposed as he did. But here we go. Round 30. Will it be 16-14? Will it be 15-15? Overtime still possible. Let's see what's the play here. Viperio, T-side, as I said, generally speaking, much better overall than Lazer Cats T-side. And even much better than their CT side, I dare say at this point. Bandito getting caught though. What? Interesting choice. Temple just runs out. Wonderful why. Waiting for his engagement. He's going to be holding that close corner. He's got a M4A4. Something finds Zodi. Trades back on Mango. Upe will die. Yep. I think this is second overtime. It is. This is second overtime. Scrimo. Unless he can pull onto site through the smoke, maybe surprise his opponent, Yaboku. He's about to die. There we go. Second OT. We continue. We ain't done yet, boys. We ain't done yet. Oh, this shot. Never forget. First to 19. Remember, overtime works in a way where you get 3 additional rounds on each side that you're playing on. So 6 in total extra rounds. And the first one to win 4 rounds out of the 6 wins the game. Or if it's 3-3, it's another overtime. But Viperio, I truly feel like sometimes they zone out mentally. And they just seem to lose their cool, you know? They kind of feel like at times they are a bit off, if you will. More than what we'd otherwise expect, if that makes sense. So yeah, round 1 of the second overtime. Tis time to prepare and see what the hell we're going to be doing about this. Or more so, what our 2 teams will be doing about this. I'll be honest, today's performance from both sides is a little bit worse for wear. I mean, yes, for Lazer Cats, definitely, I mean, better than losing straight up 13-4 or 13-7. Absolutely. But for Viperio, it definitely feels like they might be a little bit off their beaten path. At times, at least, it feels like perhaps, just as I said, right, unfocused. And as mentioned, we have another technical pause. There is an issue with a mouse of Lazer Cats. And we just received information that the tech pause might actually be a lot longer. Potentially for up to 10 minutes, as electricity will be turned off, unfortunately, in Wonderful's house. So we might have to delay the start of the second OT. I'll leave it up to the admins, but for me, not ranting around randomly, I'll be shutting up. I'll give these few moments here to see what will happen next. Will the coach step in or not, or what's going to happen? I don't know. The admins will decide. I'll shut the hell up because honestly, at this point, there's not much more to talk about. So yeah, once we know more, we'll be back. Ladies and gents, you're watching CCT, of course, Season 2, the European Series number 1. And this is day 2, already elimination day here for Group A and Group B. This is Group A's elimination match, Lazer Cats versus Viperio. Lazer Cats losing against 1-win 2-0 or 0-2, and Viperio losing against Ents Academy 1-2. So yeah, we'll be back once we know more. it gives away where Upe is, but Toxic doesn't seem to realize. Viperio, the hold is still here, still holding, giving it their very best. Upe in mini pit again, Screamo on default box. His engagement is good. Temple will trade him back, but Upe is alive, and Temple, once again, the man of the hour here to save it. And the rotations for Viperio once more slow. 1 versus 2. Temple with an AK against an AWP and an AK of Zodi. This could be enough. Oh, going to Graveyard. This is a very one-and-done spot usually, but spots the player. The first one, that's Mango. But it is Zodi that cleans house. Ladies and gents, round is done. That is going to be 19-16. First map for Viperio. Their map choice goes their way. Well played. Well played. Certainly tougher than it should have been. Tougher than what we expected it to be after a start like that. After having a 7-0 opening on the map, they have to play double overtime in order to secure the win for themselves. But at the end of the day, they do. And we are getting ready for our second map of Nuke. It will be the choice of Lazer Cats this time around, and I'm kind of excited to see how the second map will go. Of course, we won't be delaying any longer. We'll take a short break and get ready for that second map pronto. So stay tuned, ladies and gents. You're watching CCT Season 2 of the first European series here. And this is Group A's elimination match. See you real soon.
Are you can she keep?
And we're back, ladies and gents. We are back again here. Hopefully this time without too many technical issues, but we are getting ready for our second map. I'm kind of excited to see where we go with this. It is going to be Nuke. It is going to be the map choice of Lazer Cats. And they gave quite a good showing on our first one on, of course, Inferno, the choice of Viperio. Yet still Viperio did win, and they were able to at the end persevere throughout double OT. Now for Lazer Cats, obviously things haven't gone as planned exactly. there's going to be other approaches probably they're going to be looking at on Nuke, but I'm hoping that this is going to be one hell of a game, that Lazer Cats really can show us what they're capable of once it comes down to it. In any case, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see how this goes. Viperio yesterday did not disappoint. They certainly gave us a good showing. Lazer Cats a little bit less so. We haven't seen them on Nuke in this tournament yet. We haven't seen neither Viperio or Lazer Cats for that matter. So I'm a little bit in the dark what to expect. Officially, both of them have played it once and lost it. Both have lost it on Nuke, of course, that is. So what is prepared for it? What is going to be the outcome? We will see as we get ready to jump into our pistol round here. And given that it is the choice of Lazer Cats, they most likely will be starting on T side, as Viperio has the chance to choose where to begin. Now, before we jump anywhere further, it will be, of course, the overview here for Group A as well. The currently 1-0 advantage for Viperio as they won Inferno. And we go, slowly but ready, into Nuke as we go into our second map. And here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the second day of the second season of the Champion of Champions Tour of the European Series number 1. A total of quite a few here for Europe, but we have one hell of a tourney ahead of us. I am very excited to see how this will turn to be, as Viperio, of course, fighting to keep themselves in this group. Same for Lazer Cats, as this elimination match will see one of these two teams go home empty-handed. Meanwhile, pistol begins. Toxic with the good start. Mango, though, sees the player go down into ventilators, aka into shaft. But the bomb has been dropped outside of Squeaky. Somnium spotted in Hut, and Toxic, they know he is down in secret. Hearing him come up the stairway, Mango spots him. The information is there for Viperio. And of course the team is pretty much prepared to take this on. 50 and a few seconds left. Lazer Cats possibly trying to get rid of Mango. I think Mango is hearing that silo player. He is, and he will take the fight, still win the duel. Toxic kind of letting his teammates slide here to death as 1v4 for Toxic. Unfortunately, winning this is going to be a very tall order, perhaps even a little bit too much, as he will try his very best, but I believe that is the only thing he will be able to do. Try. Mango, 4K for the man on the pistol. Viperio win their first CT round. As mentioned before, Viperio, of course, CT-wise, generally a stable team, knows what they're doing. A few mistakes from yesterday that we saw, but hopefully right now we have a good showing out of them. For Lazer Cats, an unfortunate development. They lose the pistol. Not only that, they could not even bring the bomb down, so they will not have any sort of chance of force buying here. Mango looking to be a bit more on the aggressive side from Garage. Good nade, dealing a good chunk of damage. Toxic finds a headshot on Mango. The MP9s are close range though still, and it shall be extremely difficult to try and close them out. Bandito at 33 HP. Some of the trades did happen. But nothing too serious just yet. And this eco round, longer than expected, certainly. But it soon should come to a close as Bandito takes down 1, 2, and the third here about to fall. There we go. 2 kills is still good, by the way. On an eco round, getting 2 kills is good. It's actually better than what you would otherwise expect out of it. Lazer Cats, they're the ones that chose Nuke, though, keep that in mind. So we are expecting them to do some great things here. at least at the very least, I'm expecting them to give us a show and a half. As we have the first AKs in play. MP9 on Uppe. The rest upgraded to M4s. Standard utility currently. Effectively just expecting the doors to break open. As it is usually the case on the T side. You have a player drop the nade into Squeaky. And then have somebody either peek from it or peek at it. And perhaps have some presence in lobby. But it seems like Lazer Cats have exactly gone the other way. They are not even looking at lobby control. Instead executing outside control with some smokes. Second flashbang for Zodi. Good nade here. Could deal some decent damage. Not the best, but more than expected perhaps even. Second nade to break open the smoke. Contact for Zodi. Right now positively in his favor. He will be isolated though. Two players heavily tagged up. One of them being Yaboku at 6. Good night Temple. Skrimo from heaven. Accurate and deadly. The Bulgarian here. As I said many times before, he had been an instrumental part for Viperio. He had done a great job yesterday. Unfortunately, it was not enough, but for sure a bright future for this young man. As we go into a 3 versus 4. Yaboku at 6 HP means one mistake, he is done for. Molotov onto that hut position. Not sure if it hit top hut, but certainly something similar to, perhaps a little bit in front of it. Wonderful on ramp. Pop flash over. Good night Upe. Good night Mango. Wonderful Y. A very clean double. And forces Viperio into a 2 versus 3 retake. Now this is where difficulties shall arise. And wonderful. He does peek it. Again, another headshot. This man on fire right now. Skrimo. 1v3. And it is pretty much impossible to retake this without a smoke, without a molly or a nade. Already we have a lurk through ramp. It seems like Yaboku will be hunting. Actually, not Yaboku, excuse me. Toxic will be hunting for the exit here on Viperio. But has missed Skrimo, so he's going to have to hunt a little bit longer. Viperio would be happy to keep that M4 alive. Their money not exactly the greatest. Oh, he hears Toxic. And Yaboku will die to the bomb explosion as Toxic barely survives with 3 HP. And that is going to be round 1 to Lazer Cats. On their first gun round, Wonderful is the one to succeed in picking up 3 kills from a 4 versus 3 with 2 players critically injured. Viperio is unable to transfer it into a 3-0. Lazer Cats, of course, on the T side. Will switch that top HUD immediately here. Don't worry about it. Lazer Cats are currently playing as the aggressors. Outside control again. They seem to really dislike lobby control. Lazer Cats, that is. Perhaps worried about what their opponents might be doing with a bit of a, with a bit of action, with a bit of a crunch play. Do not wish to risk their lives for it. We see a little bit of damage. I love the shaking of the image of a player that's getting hit, that's taking damage. That's actually really cool because it's a visual cue immediately to you. Very easy to read. Again, big ups to Lazer, who's done the HUD, the graphic designer who's done the HUD. Really put everything into it. Yaboku. Zodi. Good reply. Temple. Brings it home. Oh, Temple! Straight to the temple of Skrimo. Excuse me. Letting him meet his god early. Uppe will be caught likewise. Temple a little bit too accurate. Wonderful Y. Likewise again. It's entries across the board. Lazer Cats. Dangerous Cats. Claws are out. And they ain't clawing at your hands. They're clawing for your face. But yeah, big ups to everybody in the production, by the way. Doing a splendid job. Stakiman, much love, brother. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Everybody deserves a pay raise and much love. Viperio. Full eco this time. Few USPs. Mango, is that a P2000? Or is that a... I think it's a P2K, surely. Not even sure at this point. I believe it is a P2K. I doubt he bought a P250. Good night, Bandito. That is a pretty clean round so far, not gonna lie. Pretty well played by Lazer Cats. Straight up, no shenanigans, no BS. On A, taking control. That is gonna be another round in the bank for the Ukrainian squad. Already currently 3 in a row. And now facing off the M4s. It's a full buy. Viperio. They do not have a diffuse kit as far as I can tell. I would love to see one. Zodi can sell his helmet as it is useless against AKs and buy a kit, but apparently that is not the case. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them in the buttocks. As Lazer Cats this time playing default into lobby. Looking to take control here early. And Bandito, he's kind of caught in this CT vent setup. Re-smoking Squeak. Does seem like an A execution through Hut and Squeaky. Does it work is the question. Bandito finds one. That's not enough. Bandito is not going to be able to get more than one. Mango retries the position as Zodi comes out swinging from main smoke. As Mango was able to hold the line long enough for Zodi to come into play, and Skrimo was also able to deliver. As Viperio, with a deep flank by Upe already, securing the win here. Once more, Viperio come out on top. 3 survivors also keep the majority of that bank going. Easily able to drop the 2 of the players. And we shall see very interesting development here. If Lazer Cats once again decide to go lobby into a quick A play, or is it going to be outside once more? As previously we've already seen that they prefer to play outside to a degree. Temple, very aggressive. Love the way he's moving here. He's super quick. And by the time they realize he's escaped into secret, perhaps it might be too late. Mango, knife in hand if I'm seeing this correctly in secret, but he is checking the stairway. Although, Mango, oh, did he see him? Did he see him? No, Mango turns around, finds Temple. Wonderful dropped as he tries to get into ventilator shaft. And Toxic and Somnium, not really much you can do under the circumstances. Somnium still at 0 frags. Has the op in his hands, but not a lot of room to maneuver here. Round 7 seemingly going to the hands of Viperio once more. And we can see that for the last 2 members here of LC, they're looking to save. They have 5k on Temple, 4k on Wonderful. They have enough to buy again. And Toxic can even drop a Galil to Yaboku. So right now Lazer Cats are not going to be overly concerned. They have 3 rounds already. 3 more than they did on Inferno in the same timeline. There's the AK for Temple. And let's see this. Yeah, Wonderful as he's trying to get into the ventilator shaft. Getting caught. And then Mango, of course, as well, delivering his own down in secret. AK is across the board, actually. As Temple decided to, I guess, drop an AK? Don't know how Toxic has it otherwise. Actually, not Toxic, rather Yaboku. In any case. A little bit of a slow approach towards the outside again. Same principle. It's interesting. Lazercats having an aversion to lobby. It's not something you see very often. And the thing is, whilst it could work, or it can work, you are letting a lot of room to your opponents, right? Lobby control is usually in the hands of the T's, and as soon as Viperio find this out, they're kind of being let loose inside. It should be a lot easier for them to take control. Pandito, I think he must have checked Temple, or at least noted Temple somewhere. Somnium hits him as well. Temple, accurate, deadly. Double for him. Playing his heart out. Pandito could be in trouble, though. He did not shoot yet, so he did not reveal his position, but he's about to die. Yaboku able to immediately refrag that loss. Mango, does he go up vents or not? I think the answer has to be no. You gotta wait out your position for a little bit. Good night, Scrimo. And Mango now spotted, but not yet killed. 1v2. He's got a smoke and 2 flashbangs. Smoking heaven. Correct call in this instance. You want to make sure your opponent in heaven is not going to be as effective. Yaboku at 100 HP. If he dies, trouble on the horizon. He sees the head of Temple, and Mango clutches 1 versus 3. Coming out of ventilators. Don't usually see success out of that position. Unfortunately, Somnium not ready for it, gets immediately clapped, and the smoke timing here is as perfect can be. Temple had no choice but to push through, although he could have waited a little bit longer. He definitely perhaps went a bit too fast to that attempt. At the end of the day, Viperio 5-3 as Lazercats take a timeout here. First one on Nuke. Round 9. Deck 9s. And a Galil. It's what they can afford. They're going to be running towards A. Down vents. Love the idea. They're going to get the bomb plant. That is fantastic. There's no response from Viperio just yet. I don't think they might have even... I don't think they even noticed the fact that somebody's already down on B. But the bomb is planted now. 5v5. It's all eyes on first contact for Pandito. He gets 1 kill, but wonderful. Good refrag. Important here. It keeps the CTs occupied. 2 players coming through ramp to take control. Good night. Scrimo getting caught in the flank. Somnium as he lurks out of main. It's going to leave 3 CT players now to deal with this mess. The bomb's halfway ticked over already, even more so. Presses the bomb. That's round. I think that is round. That should be the round. It is the round. Temple and Yaboku on an eco. Successfully making it a win. Breaking the back of Viperio and their economy whilst also dying to the bomb explosion. But still, they get the win. And I'm just surprised that Viperio do not rotate down ramp as quick as they can when they realize somebody went down vents. Like, their response was way too slow. And look at when they got to the bomb. The bomb was down to the last, like, the bomb was already at the last 10 seconds ticking down when they actually got to it. So definitely waited far too long. Mango op is out. Pandito M4. FAMAS for Zodi. It's a force buy, obviously. 2 MP9s for Uppe and Scrimo. Lazercats. Dangerous opponent. Especially when Temple has a life gain right now at 11 frags. Mango as well at 11. Viperio holding on for dear life. Same as Lazer Cats. This is an elimination game. Keep that in mind. Group A is coming to a close soon. Whoever wins here still has a decider series, but at least they have a chance to progress. If they lose, it's over. Meanwhile, Zodi reveals his position outside. Still wins the duel against Temple. Important kill that he just picks up. The Screamo MP9. Dangerous. Deadly. Vital. Yaboku has a nade. He could nade him down at 44 HP. If he takes a full brunt of the force of the nade, he dies. Screamo still hits the headshot on Somnium, though. And Wonderful Y and Yaboku. 4 versus 2. Or 2 versus 4, depending how you look at it. This after plan has to hold. It's not going to be easy. But it has to hold. Mango finds Wonderful J and is down to Yaboku. He's in hut. He's caught in hut. He knows he can't do anything here. The defuse is coming. And even though Mango has a kit, it takes a little bit longer as Screamo is the one holding it down. And this was a fight. This was the kill that kind of tipped the scales in the favor of Viperio. If Zodi dies outside, that means main control is lost. That means effectively Viperio on the retake have 1 player less, plus 1 player more to deal with in main. Even though the bomb is not planted for main, Lazer Cats probably would have played a little bit differently afterwards. More passive, a passive approach, I should say. 6-4. Coming up slowly to the closing of this first half. It's looking solid for CT side right now of Viperio. And is this a ramp push? Doesn't look like it's the case, but they seem to be grouping up towards lobby into trophy room. Into vending machines. They're all just waiting for a mistake from Viperio. After that nade, they will activate. Let's see if it works. Smoke again. Another 17 seconds off the timer once it blooms. And surely they do not jump through the smoke here. It just would be foolish waste of whatever they bought. Upe, he's ready to drop down. At first sign of trouble, he's going to engage and then absolutely drop down to safety. Gets one. That's more than enough. Molotov perfectly timed as well. It breaks the stride for Lazer Cats, and Upe can successfully evacuate dangerous setup position. Screamo caught by a flash though. Double for Mango. Mango wild. Whew. Shots fired, and that is Viperio securing another round here. As he is on 15 frags. My man's hot on the tail. Of course, Toxic trying his best, but in a 1v4 with Eagle, you are not lucky enough to hit those headshots. 7-4 and last round first half. And this was a mighty, mighty important double, a collateral. If it had not hit, likely Mango dies with a single kill, and that's an op drop to their opponents, aka possibly heaven lost, aka possibly round lost. But it goes exactly the opposite. Mango hits. And he actually switches out to an AK instead of an op. I kind of like the idea here. Perhaps he's feeling a bit more lucky with the AWP. And look at this push, crunch into lobby. That's what I was talking about earlier. Viperio realized they could do this. That's what I was talking about all game long. The fact that they can clutch, or not clutch, crunch lobby safely is absurd. And they do lose one. Mango drops outside as well. Not sure if he had an op or an AK, because it looked like he might have been posted as an op, but the HUD might have bugged up a little bit. Nonetheless, Lazer Cats do get their re-entries and currently tie up the numbers to a degree. First contact. Oh, that doesn't even have a chance. There goes Bandito, and that is round done. That is oh, that's the bomb. Somnium has the bomb. Somnium has the bomb. Whew. Mr. Zodi, the Dane, the Viking. Can he do this? They're gonna go down B, surely. Yeah, they're gonna go down B, obviously. They have B control. No reason to not go B. As vents are controlled by Temple. And Zodi, he knows. he knows somebody's got to be watching this, right? Or at least is somewhat aware. Even if he's not, he knows he's not going to get out of this one easy. He's got a nade, a molly, and a smoke. That is actually more than enough utility-wise. He's also got a defuse kit, which is huge. Oh, the timing for Temple. The timing for Temple could be vital, but Zordi as well. He just turns around as Temple comes back to peek, and Lazer Cats will secure, at the very least, a 5th round. 7-5 final score for the first half. And I gotta say, Viperio having a little bit of luck accompany them. And then this lobby crunch, and I want to check out outside Mango. He had an op, yeah, he had an AWP. That's why it was so weirdly posted. Like, on the HUD it said he had an AK, so I was like, wait a second, why is he posted like that then? And crouched as well to add salt to the wound. But, yeah, Mango misses the shot, dies, and Lazer Cats successfully convert the round into a win. We switch the sides, Viperio go to T, and the pistol will begin here. Lazer Cats, what's the plan? Dual Berettas on Yaboku, defuse on Toxic, the rest with Kevlars, and first contact so far so good. Upe, Mango, they're bringing the heat, they're bringing the noise. Wonderful, why? Oh, why do you have to die? Jokes on the side, bomb still in the hands of Pandito. Actually, Temple, does he go down quietly here? Or does he check outside? Well, he checks outside, obviously, but question is, does he go down to Hell and into B? Or does he stay A and just gamble the fact that this could still be an A take? Which is absolutely true. It might as well be an A take at this point, because they're not really looking to go B. We see Temple with a defuse kit on him. This is an magnificent opportunity to deliver a win in heaven. Hasn't walked out just yet. Has spotted one of the players going into hut. Not sure he's going to be aware there's a second one there. And even if he does not know, he tries. He holds the defuse. That's the crazy part for me. The fact that he holds that def. I think what went through the mind of Temple was he has a kit on him. He has a Kevlar. And he saw the player going into hut. So he's thinking maybe the other guy went hell, right, to heaven. And the guy that he saw going into hut was alone going through squeaky, right? Because that makes sense. He slow walked into hut. He could be going all the way around. So Temple, if he had waited maybe a second or two longer, perhaps that's what would have happened. Unfortunately, he didn't know there was a second player there. And as soon as they heard the defuse, they were like, okay, let's wait 1 second in case it's a fake, and then just peek double. And that's exactly what they did. So well played, well played. Good reactions from Viperio, good plays, and Lazer Cats, while it's close, can't really secure the win here. At least not on the previous pistol. Zodi trades for Temple. That's the M4 down. There's a scout in CT, a Deagle that did connect. That is soon coming to a close as there's some house cleaning going on outside. There goes another round. There it goes. Ladies and gents. Viperio is looking solid on their T side. I mean, did look solid on the CT as well. No complaints from me that you'll hear, at least not right now. I had a lot to say on Inferno for sure. The rotations were quite bad. Here, it seems like everything's going according to plan. Full eco for Lazer Cats. Oh, that is going to reveal a lot of players. Or at least he's going to immediately recognize this is possibly an outside push. Good hold by Bandito. As I like to call him, Bandito. Yesterday he was a bandit for sure. Yesterday, man, the moves he was pulling. I was just like, that was straight up badass. So hopefully we'll see more of him in the near future as well, as he is currently on 18 frags. So I mean, might as well call him a badass. He surpassed Mango. Mango had a 15-5, I believe, KD, or kills to death overall. So he was, you know, 3-0 KDing. But Pandito's like, you know what? I'll just surpass you in the kills. It's fine. Currently looking solid, really good. Absolutely fantastic. And a tactical timeout for Lazer Cats, of course. They understand that this is one of their last chances. If they fail to pick up a round here, it's most likely going to 12-5, and then, you know, it's lights out soon after. No pun intended. And this is an important question as well. Do they go for an AWP? Somnium, as far as I can tell, he does have it. Yeah, the HUD is not showing it up. I do not know why the HUD is not showing that. But he does have an AWP. So Somnium is well equipped to prepare for this. But the bigger issue I could be seeing is the fact that Lazer Cats have Somnium on 2 kills and Yaboku on 3. And keep in mind, Yaboku yesterday did far better than the majority of the players. And today, he's been relatively quiet. Inferno, of course, goes hard still. He did show up. But here on Nuke, not so much. Somnium did have a slow performance yesterday likewise, though, and perhaps there could be something attributed to that. This time, it's an A play, and it's not really working out as well as planned. That Molotov goes big, though. That is a huge-ass molly that will allow a bomb plant to go down safely, at least for the time being. A few more seconds left on the Molotov. As it burns away, the smoke blooms in main. It's down to Mango and Upe. Another molly. That is a good timing on it. Because even if nobody burns and gives those sound cues away, the fact of the matter is, it plays a vital role in holding off that push from heaven. And they both kinda have to be ready for it. There goes Somnium, there goes Temple. It's down to Yaboku. As I said, he went hard yesterday. He needs to win this clutch. He does. A 1v1 he pulls away with and saves Lazer Cat's neck from the guillotine. That is Viperio. Viperio. I guess Viperio. Just VIP. Might as well call them like that. It's even easier. Round 17. Rebuy for Viperio. We see Yaboku close to the ramp. Somnium with an MP9. Same for Toxic. Oh, they spotted him. They spotted him. Yaboku. Toxic could be taken out as well as he is. And Wonderful J, he's gonna have to spot Pandito. He does. Bit of a lucky break. But it ain't enough yet. By the way, I got a little bit scared because outside there's a storm brewing. We are having a summer storm already. I'll get to it in a second. Let's see this first. Never mind, we don't get to see anything. That's a save for Temple. It's gotta be. So yeah, what I was about to say is we got about 30 degrees Celsius yesterday. I think 27, 28. Pretty hot. Pretty hot for April. Historical high temperatures in April. For the last week, we've had only sunshine and beautiful weather and a little bit of wind. But today, it's like, it's what? Not even 1 o'clock, whereas yesterday I was melting my sack off in the heat. Today it's windy, it's dark, and right now I'm hearing a storm outside, and the wind picking up, and possibly the rain starting to hit the rafters. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Not gonna lie. Lazer Cats, though, the crazy part is they aren't able to string together more than one round after round. So a tactical timeout going to be called again. They got to discuss their current situation, and more than anything, they got to find a way back in. They have to find some sort of solution to their current issue, which is effectively, well, they're just losing straight-up duels. That's it. That's the current issue, right? They're losing straight-up duels. Somnium at 3 kills, Toxic at 7. That ain't gonna cut it, Chief. you know, Yaboku at 5, and he did clutch. Thank God he did at least clutch one of the rounds, showing that, you know, even if he's low on a low amount of kills, he can still do it. Confidence is not being completely disrupted, but performances like that usually raise your morale and you kind of play better for it. Unfortunately, right after that clutch, they lose and they reset their economy again. Look, a scout, MP9s, 2 M4s, 1 diffuse kit, a little bit of utility. So there is something to go for, but again, Viperio is just way too good right now. They're really feeling it. Mango again has the AWP in hand, I believe. As it shows, he only has a Glock. I doubt it. Oh, wonderful. I love this. What's really surprising is that Viperio played a very passive lobby control again. Well, not again, but like Laser Cats, and, well, they're being punished for it now. Although, Zodi returns the favor. Zodi! That's huge. That's absolutely humongous. As Mango pulls down Yaboku from Silo, Toxic does reply, but they know where he at. They know he can't do really much about it. Ladies and gents, I think this is 12. I think Viperio is about to pick up their series point. Now let's see how it goes and where we're heading. 40 seconds. More than enough. I'm located in Slovenia, by the way. Central Europe, baby. Let's go. 12 to 6, and, well, Laser Cats, this is it. It's that time of the day, it's that time of the hour. It's either go time or bye-bye time, you know? There's really no in-betweens, there's no more second chances. 6 in a row is what they require, and 6 is what they have to get. That's it. There is no secondary chances of this. Fail here, and you are done for CCT, the first European series here of Season 2. There will be many more, and I'm sure we'll see more Laser Cats in the future, but for this one, they'll have to say goodbye if they fail in picking up 6 in a row. Bandito already tagged heavily, though, at 13 HP. We can see the passiveness. Viperio, no. Viperio can smell the blood in the water. They're the predator now, hunting the prey. And the prey has to loot them 6 times in a row in order to survive this current onslaught. Then they'll have a chance to become the hunter and not be the hunted. Outside smokes, and blew its temple. He's gonna have to deliver big here, at least a double. Good spray through the smoke, a lot of damage on Scrimo. There we go, only 1. Perhaps still not enough, but let's see for sure. A few players have been tagged up. Currently, it's looking like it will be a full B commitment, and I believe at this point Laser Cats are already rotating everybody into that position. Wonderful J, he peeks out. About to be mollied, and he's about to be eliminated. Mango finds the kill. It's a 4v3. They're already down on B, but look who's on A. Look who's already taken A control. Uppe has done the unbelievable. I believe this could be it. I believe this could be the end call. The curtain's closing, and there ain't much of an applause coming as Laser Cats are down to their last 3 men. Make it 2, down to Toxic and Yaboku coming through main. And they have no choice but to go for this. Even through a smoke, you have to go for this. Time is ticking away. Such a fickle matter time is. And look at the setup. Oh, what is happening? They're all clapped up in hut, but it matters not. Yaboku, no time, regardless of what he does. GG. It is series number 1 done here for Viperio to be the winners of a 2-0 result, as they are able to eliminate Laser Cats from Group A and push themselves off into the Decider series. It was a tough first map. We had double overtime on Inferno. It was definitely not easy given the circumstances. It was Lazer Cats, in fact, that came up to be 12-10 result-wise. So Lazer Cats were the ones that were playing to win Inferno first. And then Viperio were able to stick together, get us into overtime, played it into, I believe, 15-14, lost the overtime, first overtime to win, and then second overtime, they're able to bring it back almost unequivocally, undefeatedly. And yeah, that is going to be the round, that is going to be the game for the moment. We are going to be, of course, going over the tournament overview and the group overview more so to see how exactly we're standing right now. But as you can see, Lazer Cats have to say goodbye. Viperio, not yet. On the 19th, so in 3 days from now, they will be playing the Decider Series for this Group A. Whilst we still have the winners match to decide who goes directly into the Swiss stage or who goes into the decider match to face off against Viperio. Today's schedule, though, as you can see, we still have one more game with me. That is going to be the 1 o'clock game between Aurora Youngbloods and Alternate Attack. So I hope you guys will come out to enjoy it with me. And then later on at 4 o'clock, One Win versus Ens Academy, the winners match, and later Sango versus Zero Tenacity, also a winners match of Group A and B. Now, until then, we'll take a short break. I believe we have about a half an hour break, maybe a tiny bit less due to the fact that we're starting at 1 o'clock, so about 20 minutes. So ladies and gents, stay tuned and we shall return with more action for this Group B elimination.
Tired of boring case openings? Do you always get only cheap skins? The Hellcase website has tons of options to upgrade your inventory. It's up to you to participate in giveaways, events, or compete with other players in opening cases. Hellcase, your world of expensive skins. Trying to get the skin of your dream for a long time but can't get it in any way? On our website you have a unique opportunity to get your favorite knife. Users on our site can hand out skins themselves, and participants need to fulfill some simple conditions. For example, watch a video or buy a case on our website. After that, you automatically become a member of the distribution. Go to the user giveaways tab and do what you like. Hellcase.
And we are back, ladies and gents. We return here for our second series of the day. And of course, the second day here of season 2, of course, of the CCT tourney. My name's Over. I'll be bringing you the action for one more game, and it is going to be Aurora Youngbloods facing off against Alternate Attacks. I'm quite excited to see how this goes. I hadn't had the pleasure to see either of them yesterday, so I'm kind of happy to have the pleasure of casting them here. And it is elimination day for these two teams, so whoever loses is out, just like Laser Cats, unfortunately. And to be fair, it's not going to be an easy matchup for either of these two teams. Alternate Attacks going through certain changes in the roster, of course. Aurora Youngbloods excuse me, being the Aurora Academy team effectively almost. We'll see how it goes, of course. We'll see how this will shift in either direction, but I'm excited to see where it goes. Aurora Youngbloods and Alternate Attacks, of course. Alternate Attacks, an old organization, a German org that has been around for a very long time, fielding some amazing rosters back in the day. And of course, to go to their roster here, to our Alternate Attacks, to see who of course represents the team in their current setup, in their current lineup. This is of course Aurora, so we start off with Aurora. Aurora, on the other hand, of course, a Russian org with Russian players. We got Blixie, we got Wilby, we got Blue White, Shigeo, and Easy. They're going to be the ones that will be playing here for the win, with Pixel as their coach. And to be fair, they've been together now for about 6 months, perhaps a little bit less since Wilby joined. But yeah, I mean, they're all young, they're all hungry for winning, to win, and I'm kind of excited to see what they can do, if they will be the counterpart to their main team, where they are absolutely amazing. Well, we'll have to wait and see, of course, but if nothing else, they'll be facing off, of course, against the Germans, as we said. Not a full German roster, but a German org. We have Alternate Attacks here with Ausek, with Freeze, Arrow, Sky, and Hyped. Everybody but Ausek, of course, from Germany. Ausek from Israel. I believe it is correct, right? He is... No, sorry, Greek. No, what am I talking about? He's Greek. My bad. I apologize. That's a bit of a slip by me. But still, Freeze the IGL. Of course, going to the veto to see what the teams have chosen to play today. Banning first and foremost Inferno from Alternate Attacks. Second, ban on Mirage by Aurora Youngbloods. Anubis, first pick, love the map, absolutely love it. And second map will be Vertigo, picked by Aurora. Then Overpass and possibly Nuke. Yeah, Nuke ban, there we go, by Aurora. And now Ancient as the third and final decider. So we got our veto, we got our choices. I love Anubis. I love the fact that we see Alternate Attacks pick it. Excited to see how they do on it. Of course, a map that demands quite a great deal of control and knowledge about it. And of course, starting on the T side, Anubis, we'll see how it... Wait. Am I seeing this correctly? Aurora chose T side to begin on Anubis. I like that. That's a... It tends to be a ballsy move, but it's a good choice, I think. I've always been a big supporter of choosing T side if you're feeling good on it, if you know you can transfer the T side into quite a few rounds and keep that momentum going into the second half, as I find it to be sometimes easier to, of course, make a comeback on the CT side if you need be. Though Vertigo, obviously, going back to the basics, Alternate Attacks choosing CT to be understandable, and then Ancient as the decider. It'll come down to Knives if it needs, well, to decide. In any case, as I said earlier, Anubis, or as I've been saying, Anubis is a great map. I really like it. I am happy to see it here chosen by Alternate Attacks. Statistically speaking, it should not be easy for either of these two, but I will put definitely Alternate Attacks ahead of Aurora Youngbloods in this case, at least at an advantage, so the underdogs being the Academy team. And Ausek, of course, been with them for quite a few years now, I believe 2 to 3 years, give or take. As I said, there was quite a little bit of a switch of lineups for Alternate Attacks. They had decided to go a different way than what they used to have. And to be fair, I mean, understandable, right? Some of the players left for other teams. Some of the players went to do something else, I guess, in a way, almost. And one of the players that used to play for them, Slacks, you know, I was always happy to see him play. It's been a while since I've had the chance to see him. We used to kind of grind together a little bit when it comes down to Face It and stuff, and for a while even played a little bit of you know, trying out a little bit together. But yeah, alternate attacks. I mean, Anubis is here. Let's see if they can do this. A legendary organization that's been around for as long as I can legitimately remember, and you know, even having the likes of Gob B in their lineups back in the day. Here again, just to reiterate, we do have this fresh lineup for them. Alternate attacks, I believe, together now with this current roster about a month, maybe 2 months, give or take. My memory is a little bit fickle on that matter. Perhaps 2 months, I would say, with Addo joining, or was it Sky joining last? I'll have to double check that. But basically, excited to see what they brought up, as obviously Auzek being the main, you know, the main core of the team alongside Freeze, and their IGL being, of course, Freeze. Aurora Youngbloods, on the other hand, truly a little bit of an unknown for me. What to expect exactly is hard to say. I know of the players. I've seen the players quite a few times here and there. Shigeo especially, will be Blixie. You know, I had the pleasure of casting them before in the past, and hopefully we'll have a good performance from both sides and a good game. Because after all, that's why we're here, right? We're here for the good games, we're here for the good performances, and for some amazing moments. And that's kind of the whole point of this show, the whole point of this, well, what we're doing, obviously. In any case, my predictions are as stands. I would say alternate attacks probably a much bigger chance of winning. There's always a chance to go to the third map of Ancient, absolutely, especially with Aurora Youngbloods having these youngsters in, you know, who can frag pretty well. And if alternate attacks is going to be slipping up, if there's going to be mistakes made, certainly Aurora will abuse that. With that being said, I'm kind of excited to see where we lead it. Anubis, I presume, since Aurora will start T-side, we should be seeing some very aggressive moves early on, trying to prod at the defense of alternate attacks and see where they can, you know, where they can perhaps find an opening, where they can find a little bit of a weakness. And as I've already mentioned as well, the interesting choice here is that Aurora chose to start T-side on Anubis. So yeah, definitely a choice that you don't see very often, and some people frown upon it, but I think it's a smart one because Anubis is more T-sided than any other map currently in the pool. It really demands a lot off of you, and let's see what exactly the teams will bring to the table as map 1 is live. And here we are. It is map 1 of the second series of the day. Another elimination here for one of these two teams, but yet to be decided who, as Aurora Youngbloods are now actually on the CT side. Never mind. I thought they chose T, but they are on the CT. As we see, defending B side. It's alternate attacks going for the aggression, pushing in connector. It is going to be blue-white with the kills, as it is a clean up on aisle 5. And that is the first round here to the Russian squad. Well, that was... I was not gonna lie, I really hoped they had chosen T-side, honestly. I was kind of excited for it, because it felt like it might have been the right choice for them. But seems like CT-sided will be the way to go here for Aurora. As alternate attacks go for a force buy, they fully invest. Mach 10 on Auzek, the rest with Tech 9s. Actually, Sky on the Mach 10 as well. Kind of liking what they're doing here. Going for a B take, most likely. Auzek gonna approach from Con. He's gonna be looking for the early pick. He's gonna be coming in as soon as the players start entering through main. Sky jumps through, gets one. Blue-white shuts it down, but it's not yet enough. Sky continues to perform. Unfortunately, Auzek burns to his death. Shigeo in dark, hiding, but Blixie covering his corner, and that is round done. Another one to Aurora as a force buy falls through for alternate attacks. their coach, Zen, another German, of course, in alternate attacks, used to play for alternate attacks last year, and actually ex-player. We never saw much of him, but lovely to see him in a coaching spot, and hopefully he's going to be leading his team to great victories ahead. Meanwhile, Deagles across the board, with an exception on Hyped with a P250. And I just want to mention to everybody, whoever... Wait. Oh, I just realized that Aurora picked Anubis, not alternate attacks. My bad. It makes sense then. So alternate attacks were the ones that chose T side. Yes, yes, yes. Everything is fine. Everything is well. It's just my brain that kind of fumbled that up. I apologize. And all is well. So alternate attacks choosing T side. So the same rules apply as I said earlier for Aurora, right? When I was talking about T side, how you can have an easier time making a comeback CT side if you're feeling the momentum, if you really get it on. So attacks here deciding to be on the aggressor's position. And unfortunately for them, this eco will not work out at all, not a single kill. And we are getting ready for the first real challenge of this series. So, round 4, as I said, first real experience. See where we're going. Hyped has an AWP in his hands. For some reason the HUD is bugged. I do not know why. We'll get that fixed as we go. Easy also having an AWP on him. And a great entry so far for Hyped. Securing his first kill in the game. As well as a great entry to give attacks a little bit of space. Will be close range on long. Able to evade detection or at least death. With attacks looking like they could still swing back to B. They've got a player deep on middle. And if they get any inclination that B would be easier to take, I'm certain they would swing right into it. And they're going to go through con. Not losing any time on it. Easy. Holding a very tight corner. 2 players in camera. The lineup is there. Wilby gets dropped. Blixie is about to be dropped. No, Freeze does not connect the dots. And the off shot from Easy is good enough. Burning away Arrow. And he will die in the Molotov. That is an unfortunate accident, as it is going to be Shigeo checking jail, making sure Sky does not get a free kill. It is Aurora that win the first gun round and secure a 4-0 lead. Here we see a quick shot from Hyped to secure the entry. Unfortunately, Arrow burning, and then Shigeo able to close out with success. Again, pistols and Kevlar, a half investment, not really overly committing. Good nade. Deals decent damage on Sky. Deagles, Tech 9s, quite a few grenades. And obviously Artax looking to be a bit more cohesive going into this 5th round. Another nade that could deal massive damage, but not really. Freeze only takes about 26, which is far less than I had imagined hitting him straight in the face. Blixie with beautiful flash support. Takes down Freeze. It's Easy that helps him out there. Auzek. First contact. Looking good. Looking solid. Blue-white replies. It is far from being done yet. 3 players defending the site. The plant not going to be easy. But they prevent it. Blixie hits the right spot. Aurora Youngblood so far being very well coordinated. Auzek, he's on bridge. He's got to drop down now. The Q is there, and there is no chance they would get this round. As the cleanup job once again for Aurora is near perfect. Shigeo, the only one that drops dead. But that is due to him having an MP9 and being a little bit more aggressive than what you would usually expect. Because he knows he's going up against pistols. So he takes his opportunities. We have an op-out for Hyped, an op-out for Easy. Flash to go towards middle. Hyped is waiting for the mistake of Aurora to try and get a free kill out of it. As we can see, a slowdown. Attacks taking no chances here. A main is secured. Arrow also molotoving pillar. Or pool, perhaps, would be a better way to put it. And this is a fake out towards A. They're trying to sell this as an A take. Throwing a lot of util, forcing Aurora to use their own. As it is only blue-white on B, and I think he might have spotted Freeze. He did. Blue-white now knows the gig is up. He's got to make a decision here. Molotov into connector. Good timing. Arrow will burn. He's going to have to stay away from that position for a little while. Molly into dark. Flash into backside. Pizza being overtaken, aka jail. Blue-white. Where's your support, buddy? You'll need it. Flash over. Blue-white. Nobody's checking him. Big mistakes are made again, and he escapes unscathed. That is insanity, to say the very least. Hyped, was watching B main entry, couldn't really see anybody. Now blue-white will be caught, as will be in Shigeo come in swinging. 1 versus 2, Auzek, the Greek. And he pulled this one together. Good nade, it kind of fumbles his hearing a little bit, and Blixie will save it. As that is another round to Aurora on a gun round, of no less. And that is pretty much best case scenario you could hope for if you are Aurora Youngbloods. And the fact that blue-white is able to creep up through the smoke into jail, get a free kill, and then pop back out is a little bit unacceptable for attacks. So they'll have to cover those corners better. They'll have to fix that much at the very least. The maps, to everybody that's wondering where the maps are, how to see the map pics, you can see on the top left of the screen, above the minimap, you can see who picked the first map, which we're playing right now, which is Anubis, picked by Aurora Youngbloods. And as soon as we go into the round, so as soon as the round starts, there will be a little bit of a tab right underneath the scoreline, just as you see it here for loss bonus. So you see the loss bonus right now. Once the game is live, or the round is live, you will be able to see which maps have been chosen. Currently, it's Anubis, map 1. On the middle, it's Vertigo, map 2. And then Ancient. Vertigo being chosen by Attacks, of course. Meanwhile, got a lot of presence towards A main! Almost a double there by Wilby. Heavily tagged up, Easy. He does have an off in his hands, so he's not really going to care much about it. Freeze getting caught, the IGL. Unfortunately, trying to lurk through middle, finding a better spot. Get absolutely shafted there. Blue-white, again, playing that smoke. My man's absolutely hot on the tail of attacks. And once again, surprising us for another kill. Blue-white right now, 11-2 score-wise. He is doing splendidly. As Arrow is left alone in a 1v3. This is a 1v4 clutch. He's already got the fourth one. Now 3 to remain. 40 seconds. He's got the bomb on his back. That's a bit of an underlying bonus. Fake plant. But waited by Shigeo in the deep. Good positioning by Shigeo. Not allowing for any sort of isolation of that duel. He expects the fake plant, does not pursue to stop it, but rather just holds his ground and secures a win. And blue-white, this man, like the fact that he can get away with this is crazy. He's a smoke criminal, if I've ever seen one. Stewie got nothing on blue-white. Yeah, I don't know where I went with that, but still 7-0. Alternate attacks, again, pistols and Kevlar. They're taking heavy losses, and they're not really recuperating any of them. Molotov into double doors, smoke into arch, peek out, Blixie just at the right time, a nade under the feet of Hyped. And the stars have aligned for Aurora Youngbloods. Arrow, sneaked out of con. But a double. Shigeo expecting Sky coming through main as well. Damn. The timing here is impeccable. Shigeo, the fact that he's able to line up both in con, not having to deal with them shooting at him. One of the best things you could have hoped for if you're Aurora currently. Once again, we see round 9 starting similarly as before. Hype takes a lot of damage early. Will be? Hello? Buddy, you okay? 24 HP remains on him, 22 on Shigeo. Keep in mind, Hyped and Easy both have an AWP for some reason. We are not seeing that exactly, but all is well when in Rome. Blixie holding that mid spot, supported by, of course, Shigeo. And here comes another B take. It's all eyes on blue-white. He's gonna have to hold this alone again. Good Molotov timing. He's gonna stop the majority of the players coming in. Blixie's already rotated through Temple. And this is now a decision to be made by Aurora. How do they play this? The boost is perfect. They know there's one in jail. They spotted the player in con as well. And they get a free kill out of it. And the answer is, what next? The answer is, defend the site best you can. Blue-white burns, but he gets 2 kills for his troubles. 2 players on the side of alternate attacks heavily injured. 2 as well, the same way on Aurora. As Blixie and Easy will be pulling up. Switching out to the AK by Easy as well. Gonna make life a little bit simpler. Though Ozek and Hyped, could this be it? Could this in fact be enough? Oh, Arrow was spotted. But no time. It is enough. Ladies and gents, it's the first round for alternate attacks. It comes at a heavy cost. It comes in a very late hour, but they're able to secure the first at least. So we got ourselves a game going finally. And keep in mind, it is alternate attacks that chose to start T side. So Aurora chose Anubis. And whilst I'm a big supporter of choosing T side to begin on a map like Anubis, alternate attacks had run aground and, well, more specifically, ran into a wall. And hopefully they can soon adjust that. Easy. Does he pull back? Yeah, that's smoke. It's just too dangerous to be staying there. And oh my... Oh, come on! Alzik takes the brunt of the spray through the smoke, then a nade to bring him down. Arrow with a great refrag. Important to bring back the numbers for alternate attacks as they again go B here. And what? What? Huh? If you could see my face right now, you'd know exactly what I'm feeling. It's a mixed emotions of both concern as well as confusion, and I'd say a little bit of rage for the fact that blue-white pushes through con, through water, doesn't even check stairway, and there's an opper there free for the taking because the man was not scoped in at all to check him, right? Because he was watching A main. So yeah, blue-white definitely overstepping his boundary there. Not checking his corners. Big mistakes that cost Aurora the round. That is going to be 8-2 in alternate attacks. Perhaps they can still string together 4 rounds for this first half. An 8-4, whilst not optimal, not even close, it is better than what we otherwise would have seen if it hadn't stopped, or if they hadn't stopped Aurora at one point. Round 11. And here's the replay. Look. Blue-white literally walks through a hole of water, and absolutely fumbles that. That was a free kill for him, because if he gets a kill there, it's almost a guaranteed round to Aurora. So yeah, blue-white, don't let the kills get into your head, buddy. I feel like he's getting a little bit too hyped about his own success, and then, you know, victim of your own success, as they say. Because it's a legitimate thing in CS. People tend to forget this a lot, but the people that are playing are still people. They're still humans. They still feel emotions. When you start winning a lot, when you start feeling good and you're really hitting everything, you tend to hyper-focus or, you know, tunnel vision yourself into something, and you kind of lose yourself in the moment a little bit. You start making mistakes that you otherwise wouldn't have. So right here, alternate attacks, opportunity. Perhaps make it 3-8 and force a pistol buy for Aurora for the last round. Zauzik in con, looking for a free tag. Molly's pillar on site, doesn't really get much out of it. Sky just baiting a few shots, baiting a few utilities. 45 seconds, it's an A play, an A split if you will. Blixie will be taken care of. 2 more players still there to defend. Shigeo. Surely you don't forget about camera. You do not. Good timing on the molly. But why is Shigeo not watching that corner? Will be picks up the FAMAS. Cannot win that duel. I don't know. You molly camera and then turn around. Yeah, I mean, look, decisions here being a bit wonky. 2 versus 3 retake though. Easy with the op. We got blue-white on the M4. Both have a kit. No smoke currently that I can see that either was dropped or something, but perhaps this could be enough. Alzik, crouch spotting on stairway. He's in a very, very decent spot if he's got some support with that. Easy will find him. Time is everything, and time is money. No smoke still, keep that in mind. Flashbangs into stairway. It's going to be down to Arrow to try and save this, and Easy's got to defuse. Never mind. It's going to be blue-white, and that's 9-2. As they save not only their hides a little bit with that, but also their economy for that final round that's coming up soon. Here we go. Jumping into round 12, the last one for the first half. The performance for Atax has been currently abysmal. No matter how we want to phrase it, it's best to be direct and honest, and it hasn't been great. 11 kills on Arrow, the rest below 10. 2 kills for both Sky and Freeze, and then 5 and 6 respectively for Hyped and Auzik. 14 for the man called Blue White, and Blixie on 11. The rest of Aurora kind of trailing them, but still under 10, so likewise. Not the greatest, but then again, they are winning by a large margin. In any case, 50 seconds. Atax deciding to go A again. It shall be Blixie holding alongside Wilby. They have 1 molly left, and they have a flash left. Nobody's checking middle, so Blixie's got Blixie's got to have to use that molly, though he has a secondary picked up. Did I see that correctly? Yes, he did. Throws the secondary molly into a main. Arrow. Oh, no, Arrow, sound cues, brother. Okay, that's a problem. They now know. They now know what's coming. Blixie's getting caught off guard, though. What's happening? What's this defense? Come on, Aurora. Now, that wasn't pleasant to watch at all. Well done, alternate attacks, basically destroying them as they deserve it, because that was horrendously set up. Both were on site, no crossfires, nobody's even watching a main entry. They have the sound cue, they have everything they need, but they just kind of lose it all to the, you know, in a way, needlessly. Ah, well, what can you do? Blue White again delivers, but it's down to easy. Time is running out. And he's really gonna have to go faster. And no such luck. 9-3. First half done. And yeah, look at this. Blixie's behind sight, and Wilby's just kinda lost there a little bit. I guess he couldn't have predicted the Molotov will land, but surely a better position could have been chosen instead of staying right there. I feel like right now Aurora on the defense a little bit too cocky at times. Round 13. 9-3 and alternate attacks now on the CT side. They got to deliver the pistol at the very least. Shigeru drops a smoke. Too easy. And it's a full B execution. Here we go. First contact. Oh, Auzik, dual Berettas out of commission. Same for Sky. Immediately B side is lost. Not even a second about it. Blixie's able to plant safely, although he did push a little bit further out into CT than he would have liked to do. And immediately I think the call came, bro. Where are you going? Pull back. Blue White, accurate, deadly. 18 kills on the man. We're only in round 13. The man's already got 18. That's pretty sick. You don't get to see it very often. Default dual Berettas, and Blue White says hello as Blixie locks it down, and that is Aurora finding the 10th round. Ladies and gentlemen, I think map 1 might be coming to a close very shortly here. It's hard to see how it's not. And yeah, alternate attacks, man, I said it. They changed up their roster about a month ago, and apparently they're still in their honeymoon period in a way. Kind of still figuring it out a little bit. Freeze is obviously the IGL trying to call this best he can, but sometimes when you just ain't hitting those shots, no matter how good of a call you make, it's not going to make a difference. We got a bit of a stack towards A. Aurora, meanwhile, hunting for any sort of information they can find towards water and connector B. And this should be a relatively simple pickup. As soon as Blixie comes out here, he's going to know, okay, it's free, they're stacking, let's go B. You know, don't even question it. Bomb retrieved by Wilby. Takes the safe route around and makes sure that this is 11-3 soon enough. Alternate attacks. I hope they have a good plan for the gun round. I hope they have a good idea how to perhaps put some aggression on the map. We could see some A aggression. We could see some mid aggression. But whatever they do, they must pressure Aurora to be a bit more defensive, to not let them give too much map control. Obviously, it's going to be the first real test of the T side for Aurora, but then again, the same for alternate attacks on their CT. Shigeo comes at the right time here to find a free kill on Freeze. The hunt is on. The Mech 10 for Blixie, looking for more money. Finds one. The second player, I believe, spotted an A main as well. So Auzek needs to relinquish this control of Pillar. And there comes the majority of the players. That's a lot of damage, though. That is a hell of a lot of damage. 3 kills, not bad at all. And I believe one of them with a Mech 10. So additional $600 for Auzek. Not gonna go glass cannon, though. Round 15, and as I said, the round that's going to matter most. If alternate attacks can convert this into a win without losing too many players, they will be on a road, potential comeback. So a long, long time, or a long way for that still. A lot of steps to be made. Oh no, Addo is about to die. Oh boy. Oh, I hate that position so much, I'm not going to lie. That's not the greatest of spots to be in, but Freeze! Oh, man! My boy just said, freeze, criminal scum. And absolutely destroyed them. Hand over your goods, or pay with your, and pay the fine, or pay with your life. Man, Freeze, that was sexy. That was good. That was really good. Great hold. M4A1S, 20 bullets in the magazine. My man's an artist with it. Great stuff. Exactly what alternate attacks needed. And I presume what he needed as well. A little bit of a boost, morale boost. Looking to get back on track. And start doing some damage. Of course, Freeze, man, this was clean. Clean as clean gets. And the save for blue-white to keep that AK. The rest will rebuy. Easy has enough for an SG. Wow. Didn't think that'd come out in play, but... Three rifles, 2 Tech 9s. No Mag Daddies, but let's see if maybe they can make something out of this yet. Aurora Youngbloods looking to focus on B this time round. 3 players defending. Love what I see. Alternate attacks have everything prepared against this. They're effectively immune to an attack right now. If, of course, the first contact goes right. Oh boy, that's Sky. Oh boy, that's Freeze. Oh boy, oh boy. I might have said it too soon, didn't I? I thought 3 players might be enough. I thought 3 players will make a difference. And once again, it's Auzek that tries to hold the line, but he's alone and, well, just got caught off. And that's Addo, last player left. I think he might be calling broken arrow already. This is 12-4. Alternate attacks are effectively out of this first map. I mean, yeah, sure, they still have overtime to look out to, but 8 rounds in a row? My dudes. It's not Wednesday, but it sure as hell ain't a comeback either. Eight rounds in a row? I don't know. I really don't feel it here. At least not with the performance we're seeing, unfortunately. Hyped, Sky and Freeze have to step up massively. Or somebody just has to go crazy and do like pull a 30 bomb within the 8 rounds. Like that's honestly nothing else would work, I think. Get 30 kills, the rest of the 10 kills out of 8 rounds, you can disparage between the troops. You're good. You can make a comeback, but 8 in a row, Yeah, I don't know. Still, hard to believe. In any case, round 17. And Aurora Youngbloods wasting no time. They're going to be hitting that A long. They're going to be hitting that A side. Nade already to Arrow. Counter Molly being thrown on that stairway. And we can see a push into water. I kind of like the idea here from Sky. Can he get anything done, though, is the better question. And Arrow already having a bit of an advantage position. Or advantageous position, I should say. Double for him. Beautifully done. And as I said, somebody has to go huge. Somebody has to go absolutely mad in order to save this one. Shigeo. First contact. He's been a little bit quiet throughout this game. The timing here for Auzek. He is expecting them to come through Kondo. Maybe they've heard them. Maybe they're just predicting very well. But Auzek, does he peek this? He's just staying in that position. He's waiting for contact for Sky. This is a beautiful contact play crossfire that you really can abuse. But still, they're prepared for it. Still, Wilby is watching that pillar position as if they have the inclination, like some inkling that he's there. Good read. Absolutely amazing read. Here we go. Hyped, Arrow, and Freeze. The retake is on. They must not lose the first player, though. If they lose the first player, they could be in dire trouble. Will be good opener. Hyped with a second. Great stuff. Alternate attacks do not even lose a player. And luckily, enough time is there for them to defuse the bomb without a kit. Because honestly, if right here alternate attacks lose one player, and let's say an additional 2 seconds run out, yeah, you're in trouble because that defuse ain't coming through then. But yeah, nonetheless, a full buy again for Aurora. We got a Tech 9 for Shigeo, Op out for Easy, Blixie with a Deagle and 2 AKs. On the other hand, full set of rifles, well, alternate attacks, 3 AKs even. Brought on over from the previous. Mid-action. Shigeo trying to draw attention to himself. And this will be a B entry play. Auzek needs to be very careful what he does next. The flash is not really effective as much. Auzek peeks out, gets a free kill. That's a good start. Second player joining the fray. They must get that kill. Shigeo going to be spotted as well. Arrow taken out of commission. The smoke is up and Aurora Youngbloods broken in their attack. Beautifully done. Good job. Good control. Auzek definitely knowing what he does best. Easy, probably first point of contact, right? No, he's the one throwing nades. Fair enough. This contact ain't gonna go too well over it, though. Blixie and Easy, 9 seconds. Save up those weapons. Yeah, save the op. Save the AK. Slowly but surely. Ultimate Attacks is creeping up that ladder. It's got a few broken steps. It's got a few broken glass pieces on it. And they surely will get cut along the way, but slowly but surely. 6 more to go. Every single one must be perfect. Every mistake that will happen could very well be their last. Full eco for Aurora. The problem here is, if they don't get a bomb plant, both Easy and Blixie will be effectively useless in the next. Well, not useless, but rather have Galils at best, or a pistol at worst. I believe loss bonus is now at $2.4 thousand. Because they did start at 1.4. This is their third loss, so they get 2. Yeah, so they get 1.9, so 2.4. Yeah, they will receive 2.4 now, right? If I'm calculating correctly. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check that to make sure. Hyped and Arrow holding the line on main. Ooh, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think they realized Blixie got through. Arrow's got to hold the line. He needs at least one more. He gets it. That's enough. Support is here already in Red Room. But the op on easy, not to be underestimated. Or camera room, not... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, that's a problem. That is a big problem right now. Easy. Misses the shot, though. That's a huge win for Auzek. 2v2 retake should be much easier this time round. No Kev for either of these two players. And there you have it. Without Kevlar, your easy pickings. And the retake is there. Auzek, if he had not won that shot or that duel against the Opper, that would have been round done. That would have been GG. But luckily, they get it together again. Another clutch to be pulled. Arrow also holds the line long enough for rotations to come through. Like here, as we see. Good little bait and switch. Not even that much of a shoulder peek. It's just a straight out miss from the Opper. Hyped. Excuse me, not hyped. From the Opper, easy. But in any case, Pistols and Kevlar, as I said, two players will be effectively broken. They do receive better and better loss bonus with each round lost, but right now still not enough to go for AKs. The bomb plant does help, but again, it just ain't enough. Auzek pushes up A main. Even goes into catwalk. Finds 2 free kills. Another 2 here for Auzek. The Greek god is delivering. Now maximum loss bonus achieved. And things are about to get very wacky. No AWP. Blue-white could drop it, by the way. I believe they have enough on him. If he had sold his AK and not bought any utility, of course. But ooh, Aurora. They're focusing hard on that A site. They seem to have smelled some weakness there. And Arrow, well, he better perform. Arrow's got a tough job ahead of him. Flash into main. He does not know about anybody still crossing, but the smoke should be deployed soon enough here. And it is Arrow again. Arrow! Now that is what you need to do when you're solo holding. Exactly how you win a game, how you come back a game. From 8 rounds in a row to now only 3 more to go. Beautifully played. Well done, alternate attacks. Every round a bigger surprise. And somebody's gonna have to step up, and it is everybody that do so. Well played. As a tactical pause is going to be taken by Aurora. Obviously, their coach is going to have some words for them. Possibly not nice words, but still. He's going to have to bring them back to the fold as Pixel, the coach, needs to talk to his team and get them to calm down, I think. I feel like they're getting a little bit overwhelmed by the fact that they were supposed to win it already, but they're not. So they're kind of just pressuring or putting pressure where, or not really putting pressure, but rather just forcing the issue where it isn't one, instead of focusing on their strengths that we've seen throughout the entirety of this map so far. Alternate attacks, 3 more, and we go to overtime, and we go to a potential win for them. That would be absolutely mind-bogglingly good. In any case, Tech 9s again. And this time mid-presence will be caught. Blue-white goes in first. Catches one of the players unprepared. Catches Freeze. That's the IGL down. Now A side is isolated. Where are the players in main? Where are the players in main not pushing? Doesn't matter. Blixie gets it solo. 4 versus 3. Alternate attacks into the retake now. An op, an M4 and an AK meet at a bar. And they have to go to retake. Hope they got enough money on them because, well, they'll need it. Oh boy. Yeah, well, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. Now Sky's gone. Now they know main is clear. They know the rest of the two are coming out through CT. Zalzik will be caught. Shigeo finds him. Blixie closes it out. GG. Map 1 done. 13-9. I mean, damn. It definitely looks better at the very end there, but nonetheless, Aurora still close it with a Tech 9 buy. They simply put pressure on middle, they catch Freeze off, they catch Arrow off, and then it's over. Exactly as we had predicted it earlier, but it took a little bit longer than expected. GG for map 1. It is Aurora that take it, their own map pick. They will win it. And I gotta say, it's cutting it a little bit close to the money, but they do. They do win it, and they go on to Vertigo with a map up. Alternate attacks though on the other side. I hope they're ready. I hope this does not destroy their confidence. I hope that this does not impact their performance, as getting that close to overtime potentially, to comebacking potentially, really does bring your hype up, but it can very easily also break you down. So 10 minutes right now, pause that's coming up. They better use it to talk it out amongst themselves and find a common ground where they can reset mentally and such for Vertigo. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time. After the break, we continue with our series here, the second elimination of the day of Group B.